And just like that, we are live once again. Welcome to Key and Carry, where we key.
And we carry.
I'm Damon,
I'm Troy.
and we back at it again with another review for Chasing Atlanta Forever. Um, well, yes, drag us, Will. Y'all late. Yes, we trying to get it together. Um, for
That's
y'all
my
that
bad.
don't know,
It's just
I
my
don't know if
bad.
Will's
I
still
put a
here.
whole different time or posted a whole different time.
Yeah. Um,
I apologize
for
about that.
the people watching, in the playback, me and Troy are in different time zones. If nobody ever knew that. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
we be trying to figure that out. But yeah, we here now. We may not come when you want, but we here on
We
time.
here.
Okay.
Okay.
Like
And every week. And every week.
consistency. Trying to get that consistency
We was
popping.
just in the wait. We was just live last. We was just live last week. Last week.
Last week.
Yes.
Yeah. What's up, Pickens? Thank you for being
Yes,
here.
thank you for
Yes, a
being here.
different
New
profile
profile
pic.
pic. Okay.
Here for it. Beard is
Come through,
flourishing.
handsome.
Yes.
Yes.
My man. Um, but anyway, yes, we are here for Chasing Forever, Chasing Atlanta Forever, season 6, episode 5.
Mm-hmm.
Um, entitled "It's Getting Hot in Here,
Here.
Baby."
It should have been her
Um,
with a U.
and her. Yes.
U.
Yes, definitely should have been that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, thank you for anybody who tunes in, anybody who watches the playback. Shout out to the playback
Yes.
gang. Also, feel free to comment. Of course, we'll go back and read the comments.
Mm-hmm.
And if you watch the playback, of course, you can still comment on the actual video, and we will definitely respond. But yeah, episode 5. What you think?
This
What
was
was
a
it
pretty good
given?
episode. I thought this was
Okay.
a pretty good episode. Like not too much going on in like terms of like work other than a showcase, but the shade and the fashions this episode just made this episode for me. Like this
Okay.
episode was just so shady and just full of just interest in fashion. So overall, I was entertained.
Okay.
I was entertained. What about you, Mia?
I agree. Like honestly, like before I was like over the drama in the shade. I was kind of like, I mean, like, of course, y'all know we live for the shade. We shady bitches ourselves. But like I feel like when it's forced, it kind of annoys me. But like after talking to you about it, like I am finding like it entertaining, I guess you could say. Like I am kind of like lightening up on it. Like I don't want to be too harsh on them about that. But I thought this episode was pretty decent. Probably one of the better episodes of the season so far.
Mhm.
I did like a lot of the scenes that were kind of more about just like them pursuing their craft or chasing, because I felt like we were learning things, and I feel like it was kind of linking back to like reoccurring things within the show as a whole. So like the whole like Oliver meeting with Shanna Balenciaga, like love her. But yeah, him meeting with her and just kind of talking about ballroom, that kind of highlights, Tonka talking about ballroom, Tony talking about ballroom. So I just love the reoccurring themes. Um, but yeah, I like that. And I also just like learning about stuff, like even with Kane meeting with his friend to kind of talk about his business and like finances and like licenses and stuff like that. I thought that was really interesting. So yeah, I thought it was a pretty good episode. I mean, we gonna get to the mess in the shade, which I was also living for. But yeah, those are our thoughts. Let us know what y'all think. um Hey y'all, shout out to Ashley Monet. Thank you for being here. Hey y'all, glad I caught the live. Something good to watch while I work on getting my orders out. Okay, yes.
Thank you.
If you are a business owner, what are you selling? What's the products? Feel free to let us
Yes.
let us know. But
Hey,
yes, glad we can get you through that.
black entrepreneurs,
Period. We
black
stand.
female entrepreneurs,
Yes.
baby. Okay,
Uh, come
come
through.
through.
Come through.
Okay.
No discount over here. Full price. We support. Okay. But hey Janika Thompson. Thank you for being here.
Yes,
Love
thank
your
you for being
profile
here.
pic too. serving.
Yes. Everybody that's here to queue with us on this good Saturday, this
Yes, good
kind of
Saturday.
random Saturday. I know y'all are kind of
Right.
like later live
And
than
let us yes, sorry, we forever over talking each other, but sorry. Let us know how y'all feel about going live in the afternoon. I know we normally go live at like towards the evening, but I
mm-hmm.
kind of like an afternoon little, gig. So, um, let us know.
Yes.
Pickens said this episode felt informative, but stayed if they made sense. This episode felt informative, but stayed if it made sense. If that makes sense. Uh, are you picking up what he's putting down, Troy? It wasn't, or it stayed. Do you mean like shady? It was shady, but informative. Um.
I'm a little lost. Well, not lost myself, just a little confused.
Okay, he gonna clarify, I'm sure. But I am a custom craft and party favor artist. Yes to full price. Yes, okay. I love that. That's super unique too. Like I don't really
Yes.
see people doing that.
Yeah.
That's super dope. And yes to the full price. Yes, gotta no discounts. Gotta support in its entirety, of course.
mm-hmm.
So um oh, okay. I knew that I figured that was a typo. This episode was informative but felt staged. Yes. And that also is something that I want to highlight. There's so many aspects of this season that kind of feel staged to me, just
Mm-hmm.
in the way that people interact with each other is giving like is this real? Like the sit down with Jay Twan and Troy, it felt
Mm-hmm.
very staged. Like, girl, what we gonna talk about? What we gonna okay, so you got an issue with me because of blah 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 blah. Like it just gave like this is this a real situation or whatever? But yeah, I definitely agree with you, Pickens. Like it's giving staged, but like I said earlier, I'm learning to kind of just like go with the flow and just enjoy the show for what it is. So, but that's definitely a critique for sure. Yes, reviews and day drinking. Yes, live for that.
Just another good day drink.
Yes, Troy, what's in your cup? This made me think of that. What's in that cup?
I just, what's in my cup is in my cup. Know
Oh,
that it's legal, but
oh,
you
okay.
gonna drag me. You already know what's in my cup. So why are you asking? What's in
Dumb
your cup?
bitch. I'm just playing. Jesus, I'm actually sipping on some
Bacardi Limon, baby, and
some
I'm just
some.
finishing up the bottle. Mm-hmm.
Oh, not the Bacardi Lemon. You stay on that tip.
So you
It's
know
good
what?
though, so I'm here
This is
for
gonna
it.
be my last week drinking this. I think I'm a branch out or kind of
Try
I'm gonna
something
put my
else.
foot into some absolute. So this is gonna be my last bottle of
Okay, we love
Bacardi.
Absolute. Period.
We
Okay.
do. We do. I'm
Um,
sorry. What's in your cup? And if y'all have a drink on
a
hand, let us
drink,
comment.
yeah. I actually am sipping on some smart water because I'm a little hungover. So
Okay.
I'm just gonna sip on a little water, good for the body, of course.
Yes.
The people act like they mad at Kane, but he bringing the drama. I love Kane. Yeah, I agree. Like I feel like he's pulling the weight of the drama on the show, but I feel like nobody else is willing to indulge with him. So it's just kind of
Mhm.
making him seem like crazy or obsessed because nobody's
Yeah.
feeding
A
into
little
it.
delulu.
Yeah. So we gonna get him some tequila. Ooh.
You laughing? I was like, what? Let's keep this motherfucker moving.
Okay. But yes, do you is it my turn to lead through the episode or is it your turn? I don't
Mine.
mind doing it.
Yeah, you can leave. You can
I can
leave.
lead. Okay. Well, I'm just gonna go through the scenes. Um, but we can also give shadiest moment,
Mm-hmm.
favorite looks and things like that. So if I
Okay.
hit on something, just let me know. And yes, of course, feel free to let us know your shadiest moments, your favorite looks, your favorite
Mhm.
person of the episode, and all of that.
And your least
And
favorite, baby.
that too, because we gonna get into it. But also we're gonna give the episode a letter grade at the end of the episode. So
Yes.
definitely stay tuned for that. And
Mm-hmm.
let us know your letter grade, how you feel. Um so we open on a scene with Oliver and the iconic, legendary Shayna Balenciaga,
Mm-hmm.
mother of the House of Balenciaga. I said, yes, I love Shannon. It's crazy because I'm not like in the ballroom scene. I don't really pay attention to it too much, but like even I know, like even I recognize her face. So I was like, oh, she looks real familiar. And then he said Shannon Balenciaga. So I was like, oh shit, like that's dope. So cool that he was able to sit down with her. She's I don't know the terms, but I'm assuming she's legendary.
Mm-hmm.
I said she has a PhD in faceology because those cheekbones, that skin, them eyes, those lips,
Mm-hmm.
everything. Um, but yeah, I said I didn't know Oliver was 27. He said that he was I guess like joining the ballroom scene like late, like he's like, oh, she's 27, so I'm a little older. I was like, oh, I didn't know he was 27. I don't know why I thought he was older, but I think it's cool that he's stepping into like a different creative space. And that's another thing that I really enjoy about the season is that people are like stepping into different creative lanes, like Tonka rapping, just people doing other things, out of their
Mm-hmm.
comfort zone, I guess you could say. And he kind of was candid about that. Stepping into something new is nerve-wracking for him, and he doesn't have that control, he doesn't have that experience, so it's a little, nerve-wracking, which I understand. And I sympathize with him. But it's cool that he has the courage to kind of pursue something new, even though, he doesn't know how it's going to turn out. But
Right. Excuse me. I think I said that's one of the things I like about Twix is like this is chasing, and he seems to be kind of one of like the more ambitious like cast members, just because I feel
mhm,
like he has like his hands in like so many different projects.
right.
But I say yeah, shout out to Twix for like wanting to get into like the ballroom scene. I feel like you have to like be confident like in the ballroom scene. If you aren't confident, you have to play confident like a
It's a
motherfucker. So
job, baby. It's a job. Gotta have confidence.
the chops, like yeah. So I just said congrats or shout out to Twix for like wanting to branch out into something different, even though it's like foreign to him and he's kind of like hesitant. Like the fact
Mhm.
that Mother Balenciaga was able to kind of like give him the reinforcement to
Yeah.
back up. I
Hands.
thought it was
If
like super
he's with
sweet.
Balenciaga.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
yeah, I was living for the scene. I thought it was cute. I wanted to ask you, Trey, what category would you walk?
Ooh. I would walk business bitch and realness.
You know what's so crazy? I was gonna say you kind of give realness. I
I
could
would
see
walk
you walking realness.
realness.
Cute.
And I
Love it
should
for
create a business bitch category, just so I can like
you. Yes.
dominate. And people are like, oh, bitch, you only winning because you created it. Yes, but so what?
Yes. A bad bitch
What
with a
about you?
briefcase. I'm here for it.
A bad bitch with a briefcase and a blazer, shoulder
Yes.
pads. Okay.
And a clipboard, baby. I'm the bitch with the clipboard. I'm running shit. Okay. I'm running things. Anyway, but yes, I think I would probably walk probably runway, to be honest.
Okay, I can
I feel
see
like
that.
yeah, I don't know. I feel like
I can see
that
that.
would be fun to walk because every gay boy is a model in their head. So I feel
Mhm.
like I could channel that energy and walk runway. I think that'd be really fun. But
I wouldn't be mad at that.
yeah,
I
a
would
little
not be mad
Naomi
at that.
Campbell, a little
I
strut,
feel
you
like
know.
you in like a really cute and fitted like turtleneck sweater and some suspenders, you can make it work.
Yes. And a
I feel like
blazer, but like off the shoulder. Like it's hanging onto my shoulders.
Timmy Lee, I think okay. I'm
Here
not
for
mad at that. I'm not mad at that.
Oh my god. But yes. So after that scene, we get a scene of Drew performing, which I love. I love to see
Hmm.
Drew perform. Saying Drew because she's performing. But yeah, I love this. This was by Ponce City Market, which brought up some memories for me because me and Troy went there when we visited Atlanta like a couple years
Hey.
ago. So I was like, oh, that's my city market. Cool. Um But I said she has a lot of energy.
She
I
does.
love that. I wish she would channel more of that energy into her performances and not be in
Hmm.
other people's business, but that's not what we're talking about right now. I said I loved her performance. I thought the performance was great. Cartwheeling just around crowds and shit. It
And
was kind of
boots and
giving me
heels.
yes, in boots and heels. It was kind of giving me if you've ever been to New York, if anybody's ever been to New York, they probably do this in other places too, but the whole like Showtime thing where people be flipping and shit on the
Hmm.
subway, damn, they're about to kick somebody in their head. But like that's kind of what it was giving. But I know she's a professional, so that won't gonna
Hmm.
happen. But that's kind of what it was given. But yeah, the performance aid. What'd you think?
I said the same thing. I thought she ate this performance. Juve's performances always, for me, are like top tier because they're full of energy and full
Mhm.
of just personality. I said I was
Yep.
impressed by the. I'm always impressed by her jumping splits, like
Yes.
because they just look
Ooh,
so dangerous. But she
it
lands so
does.
smooth, and then the cartwheels. But um, I said the white girls in the background was eating Drew up. The drunk white woman in the
Yeah.
background was eating up that performance, and it kind of
Baby, it's always
reminded
a drunk
me.
white woman at the club,
Literally
in a
always
gay
talk about that
space,
stuff.
giving you your
But it
tins.
kind of reminded me off topic, but it reminded me of when we went to that drag brunch in Labor Day last year, and that white
Mhm.
girl was at the table behind us, and she was wasted. She
I
was drunk
remember
as fuck.
that.
I wish I
I
took a video of
remember
that. So, but yeah, they the white girls in the back was eating up Drew's performance.
eating
Also
her
said that
up.
I like
Yes.
Drew's costume, the
Mhm.
kind of bandana print. It was giving a princess hood princess tea, princess bitch, but hood bitch tea.
I
I
wonder
was
if that's
I was here
oh,
for
I'm sorry. You said you were here for okay.
a onesie.
Um, you said a one was it a onesie?
It was a onesie.
Ooh. I wonder if that's what Pickens plays is is talking about, that confessional look, a job. It looked a little unfinished. I'll say that. It looked a little unfinished. It was giving workshop teas. Like we're workshopping this look. It's not fully there yet, but we're brainstorming. We're putting the pieces together. You know. I like the top though. The top was cute. I thought.
Is
Um,
that the white top in the confessional?
yeah.
Okay.
Yep. But yeah, and so I don't know what I always forget who has an issue with who because the drama is petty.
Hmm.
But I guess Jay Twine had something to say about I guess he was trying to be shady about her performance, like, oh, if you have nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all, and all of that. And I was just kind of like, she's performing down. Like, you get your ass up there and do a cartwheel into some
Right.
splits. Okay. Like, we ain't seen you do shit. You got the nerve to talk. Um, but yeah, I was like,
Let's talk about. I'm sorry. I feel like we're gonna get to this, but can we talk about Jay Twine, Shay, and Drew while dressed as him from the Powerpuff Girls? I said no.
baby.
This damn red suit, baby. And I said this suit is. I see. I feel like I've seen this red suit on somebody. I don't know if it was Janet Jackson or Wesley Snipes, but
Yeah.
it was a lot. It's. I feel like if anybody can do, if you're gonna do a solid color, it should just be black or white. It should never be
Mm,
red. It should never be blue. It should never be no. If you're gonna do a solid color, it should just black or white. If you're gonna do
it's the
red, have some
blood,
like
baby.
other colors in there. But I was not feeling that red suit.
You was focused on the suit. I was focused on the call center wig. And no shade to nobody that works at a call center, but it was definitely giving call center wig. That
My
damn high pony. I
goodness.
said, what is this? This is social worker ass wig. Like this Halle Berry
My
thriller
goodness.
wig. I said, you got your nerve. It's fine. You got your
I
nerve.
have noticed that Jay Swan has had his foot on Drew's neck. I'm sorry, Seven's neck
Mhm.
since she made the comment about since they invited her to like their studio session and
Oh, right. Okay,
she
that
made some
is
comment about
right.
Berlin. So Jay Twan is like been throwing shots at Seven
Going up
person.
for his sister. Okay. I mean, yeah, I guess I could see that, but I'm just like, if you ain't got shit to say, like she ate, so now what?
Hmm.
Like,
Yeah, that was a really good performance.
yeah, no, for sure. Um, but yeah, I said, so they after her performance, they kind of sit outside, in like this like public space,
Hmm.
and I'm just kind of like, they just jump right into the drama, don't they? Like they literally like, oh yeah, that was a cute performance. So anyway, Wayne, what's your issue with Wayne? Why Wayne? I'm just like, damn, can we? can we talk about the performance a
Mm-hmm.
little bit? Can we, hey, how are you? What did you eat today? Like, how are you feeling? Like, is your dog okay? Like, can we gradually get into the drama? And that's what I
Right.
mean
Can we
by
love
it.
on each other before we get into the bullshit?
There we go. And that's where like Pickens said, like, I was kind of highlighting what he was saying, where it's like it feels staged, where it's like
Mm-hmm.
people just kind of sit down and they're like, okay, drama. Let's talk about the drama because that's what we're here for. And it's like, I want to see a full, like, well-rounded view of y'all. Like, I don't want to just see like the drama, which of course, like, I want to see the drama too, but it just seems kind of forced to me at this
Right.
point. Um, but yeah, the sit down, yeah, they start talking about business that does not belong to them. To be honest. I said Kane is doing the most, but he's honestly the only one that's doing anything, to be
Mm-hmm.
honest. Besides the whole like Wayne and Dom thing, and then Kendra left. So it's like, what else? What other interesting drama do we have at this point? um I said while they were talking, they kind of cut over to Tonka, and Tonka was like raising his hand, like waiting to speak, and I just thought that was so funny to me. Like, he was over there like, and I'm like,
Tonka
why is his
said,
hand raised? And I was like, oh, he's waiting to speak. Like, I'm like, okay, I'm here for
Tonka
this.
said, I'm sick of these maggots. My goodness.
Right. Listen, me too. No, I'm just playing. um I'm playing, but yeah, we kind of get a little like we kind of get a little insight into the issue between Jay Twan and Wayne
Mm-hmm.
in Berlin. I guess they had a showcase with We Were Born had a showcase with Kendra. Kendra invited Wayne, and then I guess while they were on the plane, Berlin got singled out. Seemed like transphobia to me. I don't know what she was wearing, but I don't know. It's like when they cut to her in the airport, it's like she on a jacket and a tank top or whatever. So they had to get off the plane. Wayne decided to stay on the plane, but it was kind of confusing me and my homegirls because I was like, why did Kendra get on the plane? Like, why didn't they say anything about Kendra? Like, they were just talking about Wayne, and I'm like, was Kendra already there? Did Kendra cancel? Like, I don't know. We didn't get the full scope of what was going on, so that kind of confused me. But yeah, I guess that's their beef with Wayne. But yeah, that was that little scene.
I wonder if
Um,
Wayne is playing Chun Li the bad guy.
Chun Li.
Never mind.
Now, why would you say that knowing damn well I'm gonna quote Nikki?
I, I don't know. I don't know why I just said it. Now, why the fuck you say that? I have no idea.
I can't,
Yeah, it's like
but
everybody trying to make Wayne
the bad guy.
yeah.
But I feel like Wayne is kind of doing it to himself. I'm not even gonna lie. I feel like Wayne is just. I feel like he don't know what to do without Kendra. No shade. Like, I feel like he is his own person, but at the same time, he's spent so much of the show on. He spent so much of this show with Kendra that I feel like now that she's gone, it's like he doesn't know how to interact with these people. And like, I know, like, watching the show in the past, I feel like people will act weird towards Wayne because I feel like they just think he's just a manager. Like, you're just here to support Kendra. And I feel like he kind of holds some resentment because, like, I'm here as my own person. Like, I have goals. I'm an artist too, and I feel like people just kind of look at him as just her manager. And I feel like he resents them for that. So now that she's gone, it's kind of like, it's still kind of awkward, I guess you could say. But shout out to Spicy Original. Thank you for being here.
That's a Spicy
Um,
Original in the building.
yes, coming through on this good Saturday. She said Wayne went instead of Kendra. I thought, okay, that makes sense. Thank you for clarifying. That makes a lot of sense. Cause I'm like, wait, did Kendra go too? Why y'all not mad at Kendra? But okay, so he went instead of her. So like, okay, that makes sense. But yeah, Wayne definitely gives like he don't really he for himself at the end of the day. No shade, even kind of when it comes to Kendra, sometimes he likes to play like he wants to be in her business, but then he also wants to like, oh, like I got my stuff going on. I've been worried about you. So it's just like, I don't know. Wayne is kind of moving weird. I'm not gonna lie.
Mm-hmm.
I thought they said Kendra did not come for whatever reason. Okay, sorry, damn, I must have been doing some other shit when she said that. My bad. Um, but Pickett said, I think Drew does so much. always naming the Drag Race girls. She's doing a lot. What she's trying to do is get on Drag Race. That's what she's trying to do, and I can't blame her because that would woo.
Be a flex.
That would you think she's that girl now, which I will give her flowers. She is always working, and she does seem to have a good name in the city. So I can't take that away from her, but I do think that she's trying to get on Drag Race, and I think
Mm-hmm.
that's why she's always trying to name the girls. I also think kind of what I think you're saying, Pickens. Like she's kind of like trying to say like, yeah, I'm with those girls, like I'm with the girls that are on TV, but but yeah, I don't know. It just seems like she's trying to get on Drag Race to me. But hey Manuel, thank you for being here on this good Saturday.
Thanks for being here.
Um let's see. Them spaces be available for a limited time. They gotta get into it. Yes, they said, what, let's get into the drama. We got this place for how long? Let's do it. Like, that's a good point. Jenica liked the top too. Okay. I did like the top. I feel like the top should have been like cute with like some oversized like jeans or something like that. But it seemed like she had a G string on in the confessional. Did she not? I
I
was
thought I
like,
saw
what's
a
going
G-string.
on?
I said,
Tonka
okay,
got her
good.
pussy out in the confessional. I'm
Mm-mm.
like, I don't know about that.
Child, as long as the pussy out ain't out in progress, it's all good.
Very that. Very that. Shout out to Progress in
Okay.
Chicago. So anybody knows what we're talking about. But Rico looks great in the confessional, and I like Dom's silver mermaid look. I do like the silver mermaid look. I think I said in the first episode of the season it was giving Renaissance tees. She just
Mm-hmm.
needed the cowboy hat.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, Rico does look good in the confessional as well.
As with the blonde hair, he looks really good with blonde hair.
I think I highlighted this already, but the confessional look was a chop. Yeah, I mean, yeah, we workshopping it for sure.
It was a
Um,
wig for me.
I got my smoking H2O. Yes, I'm here for it. Nothing like
Okay.
a being high and hydrated. Shout out to you, Jennifer.
Period. Okay.
Uh,
Period.
Bickens said, Kane is bringing the drama, but he is putting on these reality show personalities and it's fake. Yeah, I just feel like if people were indulging him, it would make more sense because we're all in it now versus him bringing up these issues and they like, here this bitch go. Like, honestly, if I was on the show, I would probably just stop inviting him to shit. If it was getting irritating to me, I would just be like, girl, sorry, your invitation got left in the mail. But yeah. Something seems a bit inauthentic about parts of this season. A bunch of contrived drama in the cast producing scenes. I'm trying to enjoy despite all of that. Same, Ashley Monet. Same. Honestly, like you hit the nail on the head. I do feel like maybe it seems kind of weird because I think the cast is trying to produce their own storylines
Mm-hmm.
versus the producers actually like putting people in spaces and then the cast members just showing up as themselves and doing what they got to do. I feel like they're trying to produce the storylines and it's coming off fake. So I definitely get that. I got you. um Somebody said something about um Dark Barbie activated. I mean, this lady has so many one-liners. I was here for the Dark Barbie activated. I'm here for that. That is funny. Um, but Dom's
Right
pink
before she
sweater
threw
is
that damn player
cute.
Twix.
Yes, Dark Barbie activated through that damn play. You know what it gives me? Deep cut, but Little Women Atlanta when they were arguing about um Minnie, shout out to Minnie, rest in peace.
Mm-hmm.
Minnie's mama throwing that plate of wings.
Juicy business.
She said the plate didn't hit you. She said the plate and wings hit me in the ranch. That's what it's giving.
What's that? Good half sweater hot wings.
That good ass plate of hot wings. Shout out to Little Women Atlanta. But yes, let's carry on with the rest of this review before we derail too much. And definitely if you're loving the live, definitely give us a like and
Hey.
yeah, and subscribe if you haven't subscribed already.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, we get on to the next scene, which is Kane and he's speaking with his friend who also seems to be like a business. I don't know what the name of it is, but it's like someone that helps you get like the legal things in order, like your legal documents and like certifications and like all of those things that are attached to your business, your EIN number, LLC, all of that. So I really like learning about that stuff because I feel like people are always so quick to say that they're a boss and that they own their own business, which is dope. But like I feel like a lot of people don't really get into the intricacies of like what it takes to like run a business, a legal business, no shade, but you know, a business from a legal perspective. So yeah, he sits down with his friend, they kind of just talk about like different things. Like I said, I love like taking this journey with these people. Like, you know, you're starting a business. I know that's something that can be kind of scary because you're putting your money into it. You don't want it to fail. So just another person going out on a limb and like taking a chance, which I admire. So shout out to him for doing that. Um, he said that I guess some people think that naming your business after yourself is tacky. I never even thought about anything like that. So I want to get your thought and maybe anybody in the chat. How do y'all feel about naming a business after yourself? I never heard of it being tacky. I just thought that was something that some people did and some people didn't. But what's your take?
I didn't know it was tacky.
Yeah.
So yeah, Kane lost me on that one because I was like, oh,
Yeah. I mean, he
no.
was he was kind of making it seem like I guess people say that like that's the thing, like don't name your business after yourself. But I mean, if you're proud of it and you created it and you want your name to be a legacy, why not? I don't know. It's interesting to me.
Well,
But
maybe name yourself, maybe naming your business after yourself is only an issue with people if you scam them before.
and changing the name after you scam them, like, that's sacky. But this, not so much. But I thought that was an interesting aspect. Um, Ashley said, as a business owner, I love this scene. It's also showing Kang actually chasing something. Yes, I agree. Like, so he's bringing like the mess, and he's also bringing, you know, him developing this. I think it's a sex toy line he's trying to
Mm-hmm.
get. So, or that he's putting together. So, yeah, I thought that that was really cool. I hope next episode, or you know, maybe sometime in the season, we meet with somebody that is making you know, or supplying the toys, you know. So I think that that would be really cool. But yeah, I definitely love this scene. She
Something
also
about this scene seemed a little, I don't know, like I said, staged. I feel like Kane and his friend have had like the conversation about his business before this
mhm,
conversation. And I feel like a lot of the stuff I don't know, this just seemed like a conversation that should have, it just seemed like filler for me. And like, no shade,
mm,
I'm glad like we got to see Kane in like hustle mode, grind mode, you know, talking about his business. But something about this scene just felt like how y'all said, forced. Like it
okay,
didn't seem like authentic to me. I'm like, if you've had
mm,
this business for a while, like, and your friend is your homegirl, she helps people like do this. I feel like this is a conversation that you would have had with her when you had this business concept. Like, you talked to
mm,
Oliver about working on a logo, but you haven't really looked into like I don't know, like you said, the intricacies of like how to run a business and opening a business. But I guess that's why the scene was here. But something about it just didn't feel natural to me.
I get that. I feel like a lot of, especially like scenes where it's like they're talking about a specific thing. I think, especially when it comes to like what they're chasing, what they're trying to like attain. I feel like sometimes it can be rehearsed, or it has happened before because like they probably had this talk, you know, before the season started. And now it's like, okay, well, this is part of my story. So like, let's sit down and rehash it. Like that's a common thing in reality TV.
Okay,
Like
got
people will, you know, it's like we already talked about this,
it.
but I'm gonna sit down and like talk about it again because now we on camera and it's kind of like a storytelling thing.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a little different for drama though, because the drama should be a little more organic. But I do
Right.
get what you're saying. It kind of did give like business one-on-one tease, and it kind of gave like a promo almost because she's like giving
Mm-hmm.
her information. But I kind of liked it because, you know, it was interesting. It didn't seem like too forced to me, and it was like almost like I'm getting information that I would like to know. So I thought that was cool.
Okay.
Um,
Okay.
but yeah, Ashley said, I don't think it's tacky. I think it works if you're branding yourself like the Kardashians. True. I get that. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense to me. Like you're branding yourself. And
Mm-hmm.
even if like that business ceased to exist, people still know your name. They know, they attach you to what you provided. So um yeah, I feel like it's whatever works best for you. Yeah. I just thought it was funny because I'm like, I never really thought of it as tacky. Like, I don't
Mm-hmm.
know. But I like the scene as well. It shows more than drama and mess. It's nice to see the actual chase as well. Yes, I agree. I just love seeing the little details because that's really where my mind goes. Because so many people can say, "Oh, like I own a business, I own a business, I own a business," but it's like I want to see the intricacies of owning a
Right.
business. That's what I care about. So, um, Kane afraid of going into banks, so yeah, he might be scammy type.
My
He
goodness.
was a little shook when she said about the bank account. I got to go into a bank. She was like, "No, you don't have to." I was like, "Okay,
My
what's the issue
goodness.
with that? Well, what's going on there?"
No, Shay baby
Like,
dad might have the space plasters on the wall. Like, do not enter. You
child,
see this man?
probably doing something freaky in the bank. You know how he get down. Probably banned from all Chase banks, like
My
PNC,
goodness.
Huntington, all of them. Like, shout out to Calvin. Thank you for
Yes,
being
thank you for being
here.
here, Calvin.
Yes, good to see you.
That's part of the
Bad boy.
original Big Three.
Period.
Okay.
Okay.
I said, let me say 1/3 of the original Big Three.
Yes. Here for the big three. Yes. Uh, it felt like it was meant to show Kane actually chasing something instead of just being messy in the mix. Yeah, I
I can see
agree.
that.
But I'm glad he's showing different sides of himself and not just being messy. Because
Right.
some people come on these shows and they just like, I'm just here for the drama. Like I
Mhm.
don't, you know, he's making the best of the situation, I guess you could say. But I don't like that scripted stuff. Yeah, it can come off kind of inorganic and kind of boring because it's just like it's expected. When it's like organic, it's like you don't know what's gonna happen. But when it seems like this, I don't really mind it because it's more like educating people and
Right.
like kind of going over like what he's already put down. But yeah, after that scene, we get to one of my favorite scene. Actually probably my favorite scene of the episode actually. We get Tonka in the studio.
Mhm.
And I think I've said this already. I'll say it again. I love Tonka. I think Tonka is my favorite this season so far. Just very laid back, but also very funny, seems very genuine, has good energy.
Mhm.
And will snatch a bitch as we will later talk about. So I love that. I love somebody that keeps it cute, but if you try them, they will snatch you.
Right.
I love that. So yeah, we get Tonka in the booth, rapping, but also kind of commentating. If you don't know what commentating is in the ballroom scene, it's kind of the people that kind of like are speaking and kind of like doing the emceeing during the event. So
Mhm.
I thought that was really cool. Um, but yeah, I just love seeing people step out of their comfort zones into different lanes. He's more of a walker, I guess you could say, like walking in the ball, but commentating is different. You're not walking. So I thought that was really cool. So after he does that, Jay comes through and I said Jay in this Cassie's 2009 cut with this middle school bun. I'm here for it though. I'm here for it. Y'all know I think he gives sexy red vibes. So I love the early 2000s, the vibe he's giving. But what did you think of their sit down?
I was bored.
You was
I was giving JJ
really
Jones
okay.
in the scene. I was over it. I was ready for
Was that old boy that was
that was on the couch over it. Like, why the fuck did I invite them to my studio session? But
maybe he was over it. I thought he
over
was asleep
it
at one
with a
point. I was
capital
like,
IT. Yeah. And it's crazy because the camera kept cutting to him, and every time the camera would like do like a widescreen, I would think his face would be like it would change to I don't know, like more like kind of happy or
mhm,
more I don't know, but he was just over it. But
yeah.
I did want
Well,
to
they
shout out
hear from
Tonka
the
for
conversation.
yeah. Once Jay walked in and Jay started talking about the gossip, once he was like, "What's going on with Wayne?" and we were born, oh, where it's just like, oh.
Right.
So I did want to
Yeah.
say Tonka. I thought Tonka did a really good job on the track. It's
Mhm.
always good to see people try like I guess like stuff that's not normal for them or things that are out of their norm.
Right.
Like you said, he's a walker. He's not really like an MC. So I thought he did a good job. He caught the beat.
Mhm.
Thick bitches in the building. Thick bitches in the building. I just love Tonka.
Yes.
But yeah, once Jay
Big
came
Herrre.
in, I was just like, not this again. And then the guy, the JJ Jones, he was over it. I was over
Mhm.
it. Um, I just said that the hosting artist should have went Johnny Blake and told them to take that shit aside.
Yes. Take that shit outside. Take that shit outside. Oh my god.
Take that shit
That's too
outside,
funny.
baby. Like,
No, I honestly had a different view of this sit down. I was living for it. I thought it was funny. When they were talking about the drama, I was kind of like, okay, whatever. But like once that Henny, as Tonka said they was sipping on, once that kind of creeped in, I was like, this conversation is funny to me.
mm-hmm.
Like, um, but yeah, so I guess like them talking about the drama was kind of annoying, I guess you could say. I said everybody's just not minding their business. Everybody is so invested in what other people are doing. Like, I don't feel like it ever makes sense to really like sit down and talk about what two people that you are not attached to are doing. Like,
Mm-hmm.
unless somebody's like, girl, what happened at this event? You're like, this is what happened. But it's like I feel like people just sit around and talk about people that about situations that they're not in. So it's just
Right.
kind of like, what's the point? Like, um, but I do like their chemistry together. I think that they feed off each other really well.
Mm-hmm.
Um, this is the scene where Tonka said he's so sick of these sissies. I was screaming like, I mean, this is giving like petty drama.
It
I say
is.
it's problematic, but that's funny. I'm not gonna lie. Um, but yeah, I do think that the drama is petty and childish, but like I said, like it's really the only thing that we're getting. Like Kane is really the only one that's willing to, you know, start some drama. But
Mm-hmm.
at the same time, I'm always a proponent of just letting people hang out. Naturally, people's like not emotions. Naturally, their personalities are gonna like clash. Like there are gonna be times where like I want something you don't want it. Like you have an opinion on something that I don't like. So it's like just let it happen naturally. And I feel like they're not doing that. They're very like this drama,
Right.
like this twink drama, this
Right.
black twink drama. Like I'm just like, uh,
You think once the scene was
um,
over, do you think the artist that invited Tonka to help with the track, do you think he put him to the side like, you with these maggots? Goodness. Tonka,
maybe because he was
if you ever
over.
watch this, or the JJ Jones, sir, if you ever watch this, let us
Yes,
know what happened when the camera started rolling. Cause
yes,
I would like to know if Tonka was invited back to the studio session, like with a +1. Or without a
yeah.
+1.
You say you gotta come by yourself now. Don't bring no messy bitches over here. Like
It was also Jay with the French tips on for me.
I forgot about the French tips. I
Them
was too busy
Kitten Hill
looking at the
French
bun.
tips.
Kitten Hill French tips. Ciao. Well, they did talk about I guess the sex party or the sex toy
Mm-hmm.
party, and I guess Jay talked about how he was scissoring with who was he scissoring with? Oh, Rico.
Pass
And
down.
so Taka was like, well, I'm glad that you didn't figure it out your position. I said, damn, the girls can't experiment. How you supposed to know what you like if you don't try it? Like, damn. Just so quick to put him in that position. I'm like, dang, he can't be a this blouse slander is very
Gang of
we don't
bosses,
shame.
baby. My
Listen,
goodness.
we don't kink shame, we don't top shame, we don't mom shame, and we don't blouse shame. If you want to be a blouse, be a blouse.
We don't blouse shame, but we might
Like
top shame just a little bit.
a little bit, just a little bit. They deserve
Just a
it.
little bit.
Anyway, I screamed when Jay said he's a bottom with DOD. I was just begging to understand what that meant. He said a bottom with dick on demand. And I audibly screamed. I said, not dick on demand.
I said a verse bottom bitch. Like, what?
Not pretty much. Pretty much. I'll be like, not a special request. You
Right?
have to is there a what is it, a PR code that
It's
we have to
giving
put in for
DoorDash when they
the
ask like special request with the meal. It's what it's
special
giving.
instructions? Let me get a little dick on the side. Let me get a little blouse dick on the
My
side.
goodness.
Like you gotta request it. I said Jay is a fool. And I put in my notes, like, this is the Jay I wanted last season.
Mhm.
Like, this Jay, I just think is fun and funny. He is, he's into the drama, but that's kind of everybody right now. But yeah, I just thought the conversation when it went that way, it was funny. I'm surprised the friend didn't perk up and get into that conversation, but he was over it by that time, I guess. But Dick on Demand is a hilarious
Mhm.
is hilarious. I'm not even gonna lie. And
I feel like Jay with this dick on demand lifestyle, I feel like his diet is very interesting.
ooh, do tell.
I feel like he eats maybe like once a day, every 3 days.
Wait, why? Wait, before we get into that, shout out to Ebby Reviews. Thank you for
Yes,
being
everything
here.
for being here. I'm sorry,
Appreciate
Damon.
you,
I saw
love.
you pin a comment, but
Oh no, you good. Yes, thank you for
maybe I
being
was
here,
thinking about
Ebby. Good to
this.
see you. Ebby
This
also reviews, of course, chasing. So check out
Mhm.
her videos as well. They're very
Hey.
funny. So um but back to the foolishness you were talking about, Troy. What what happened?
Just him. He said
Tell me.
he's just I don't know. I'm always intrigued when people, and this is not me bottle shaming, but especially when people who profess to enjoy taking peen. And it's like,
Mhm.
oh, like I'm always ready, no shade to that, because stay ready so you ain't got to get ready. But I'm just curious, like, how often are you eating? Like, is it liquid diet? Because I feel like your body can only take so many just liquids. So I feel like you need some solid. So I'm always curious when people are like, oh, whenever you want to come get it. And it's like, ooh, if you want to come and get it, cool. But what are you eating?
Wait, why? Maybe he has a lot of fiber in his diet.
Okay.
And he did say he had a detachable shower head. Him and Rico was talking about that at the sex toy party. He has like a little situation going on. So maybe he didn't figured it out, child. He didn't
Okay.
crack the code and he got a book coming out about it. I don't know. So
My goodness.
um but but yes, that is hilarious.
Listen, you said special request legal.
Scuffin said, hey, ain't nothing wrong with being a side. I mean, hey, listen, have your fun. This is his hot boy summer. He got his thighs out. So,
Wait, a side or
hey.
a slide? Is that what a girl was to Mendices Harris? A side, or was she a slide?
Same thing, same thing.
Well, listen, I ain't trying to put my name on nobody's passport or apartment, and
Ooh,
he ain't claiming me. So
child. This
I'm sorry.
you know what? Did Jay do that? I hope Jay didn't do that because they was looking for that damn house
There
together.
was
So,
he was looking for that hustle yam killer, the,
child.
the
And
killer
can
of the
I just
yams,
say,
maybe.
can I say something? I knew it wasn't gonna work when I found out he had all them damn kids. I'm
5 kids,
sorry. I was like, whoa, 5 kids,
5 children, and I still don't
children,
know
human
if
people.
if,
Like,
if it was like 5 human children, 5 fur
uh-uh.
babies.
Judy. I can't do
But
that.
Marlon, if you ever watch this, let us know in the comments. I mean, it's
Yes.
really none of our business, but
Um,
Jay introduced that information, and I'm still curious as to
yeah.
5 kids.
But
He really out here killing. He killing more than yams,
he
baby.
killing yams.
He killing more than
Killing
yams.
yams and creating life. Oh my goodness.
Goodness.
Oh my god. It was the moose knuckle in the back of the camel toe that sat in the front for me. Yes. Come on, moose knuckle.
My
Like,
goodness.
how you have a moose knuckle and a camel toe? That's a lot going on.
That is a lot. I feel like
That's
your
a lot.
pants are tight as hell, and you just
It's a lot going
uncomfortable as
on.
hell.
And I hope it's breezy down there. I hope because there's no
Facts. Because if
ventilation.
it's
There's no.
no, baby, deep, 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 deep cut. But it kind of reminds
Tell
me
me
of
how I'm
when I
supposed
was
to
in
breathe
summer
with no
camp.
air. Like, what's going on?
Baby, I was in summer camp. I was like maybe like 11 to 12 years old. But one of the counselors, child, it was a hot day. And she had on
Oh,
gray sweatpants. Let me just say,
ooh.
terrible.
And when gray sweatpants get wet,
Yeah.
child.
Bitch, don't sit on my couch. It was like, girl, you need to go do something about that. Like,
Oh god.
I'm
Just
sorry.
all heat.
What were we talking about?
Uh, you let me get back to comment. I agree.
What were
JC's
we
more
talking about?
comfortable this season. Just crevices, hot crevices, child. But anyway, shout out to Spicy Original. I agree. JC's more comfortable this season. Yes, I agree. Like, he does seem more open. I feel like he came in last season more so like kind of like introduced by Cameron. So I feel like
Mhm.
that his time on the show that season was kind of dominated by that. But now that Cameron is no longer there, it's kind of like he can fully be himself and like do what he wants to do, give his own stories, I guess you could say. But maybe he taking them pills that keep you ready for action. Laxatives? Is that safe? Laxatives,
It can't be a
baby.
laxative.
Ooh,
It
I don't
cannot be a
know.
laxative.
I hope not. Child, that's a little too on demand. You might be at the grocery store and something
It
pop off.
is.
Like, I don't know. But aside, the gay community is a top birds farm
Okay.
inside.
So I think that's when you're
Oh.
just like oral and foreplay, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh. Okay, Kelvin, you better educate me because I did not know
Mhm.
that. Very interesting. All these
Okay,
terms.
so it's not a person that will put their name on an apartment for a nigga that they just had a baby by. Okay.
No, according to
Okay.
Kelvin, no.
Okay.
So it's you said it's oral and what
Foreplay.
else? Hand stuff? Okay.
Yeah. My
Okay.
not hand stuff.
Yes. Getting a little handsy. Like, ooh, takes me back. Anyway, that's not what this is about.
Baby, keep the hand sanitizer on deck. Keep
Ooh,
the hand
not hand
sanitizer on
sanitizer.
demand.
That's gonna burn. That's gonna burn, baby.
I'm just saying, keep the hand
That's
sanitizer on
gonna
this nigga's
burn.
mind. Anyway.
Um, they said the kids when I saw how different his beard were, I knew it wouldn't work. Well, hey, it is what it is. Um, but yes, keying on this good afternoon. My goodness. Doing a little carrying too, child. Um, but yes, after that scene, we get a scene with Jatwan and Troy. Um, they have a sit down over some drinks, and is that me? Do you hear that noise?
Static, yeah, I do hear it.
Oh, it's like a little crackling, child.
Oh, I
We
heard
might be carrying a little too much.
I heard okay, I didn't know if it was static. I heard the crackling, but I didn't know if it was like static or
Okay, I don't hear it anymore, so we might be good.
hopefully one of your
But
neighbors ain't hijacked the broadband and interfering with our live right now.
child, trying to interrupt. What's going on with these maggots? Oh my god. Anyway, Jatwan and Troy they sit down over drinks. And they just kind of have a discussion about their friendship. I didn't even know that they had a relationship prior to this season, so I thought that was, something to know, I guess. I said so Troy basically talks about how I guess he's been talking to his therapist, who happens to be Dom's therapist, who he's become friends with. And I said, so your therapist, who you're friends with, is the therapist to your other friend? That sounds a little messy. like,
Very messy.
I'm like when I was in therapy, I was like, close. I had like a friendly relationship with my therapist, but I wasn't like friends with them. I feel like them becoming friends, I don't know, that could kind of compromise situations, especially if they're a therapist to your other friend. Like that's a little much. I wonder, is it the one dude that's always on here that
I
they
think the guy
talk
that
about?
met with Willa earlier this season. I think it's
Okay.
him.
Child, they might as well just make him a cast member. The way he
Right?
they need to, you know what? I missed the whole the Iyanla slot or the Iyanla, the Imani Van Zap
Hmm.
little situation that used to happen. They should bring him in and kind of recreate that. Give a little, mental health or therapist perspective on these situations. He probably gonna be talking to them like it's National Geographic, baby. Like this mess. But yeah, I said Jay Twan is kind of pulling a Kane. I feel because when they sit down, basically he's talking about how I guess he felt the way that Troy laughed at some shade that was thrown Jay Twan and Berlin's way. I guess um they were asked and Dario, the producer of the show, creator, he and another producer was asked if the one person couldn't come back, who would it be? And they said we were born. And I guess Troy laughed. And I mean, I don't know. I feel like Jay Twan's feelings are valid, but at the same time, I'm just like, is it really that serious? Like, I feel like everybody throws playful shade, and
Mm-hmm.
I felt like that was kind of playful shade. I don't know. Seemed like he was trying to make a moment out of it, but
I said the same thing.
yeah,
Like Trey even said it. Like, if you felt some type of way, why didn't you have the conversation then? Like, why would you wait until we're filming? And then
yeah,
Jaton's like, "Oh, we talked about it briefly." I was like, "Okay, that's not the question. Like,
yeah,
you talked about it briefly. You should have had another conversation to spare us this bullshit." Like,
right.
also, please stop meeting over drinks with no goddamn food. Like, baby, if I want to hear this,
Put
I
some in your
would
stomach.
I would have an empty cup my damn self. Like, please stop
Yeah,
meeting up at bars and wasting the bartender's time to mix one drink. Like, if I'm gonna meet up for drinks, bitch, go sit at a park and talk over water, over Dasani or Aquafina or
well,
something.
hold on now, because I do be meeting up with my friends for drinks. I'm not I'm not gonna lie. I will. We will.
Well, are y'all talking about
We'll do
drama
2 of
or
our
are y'all about
cocktails.
to go out for the night?
Uh, sometimes it's a little pregame situation. Sometimes we just want to grab a beer at a bar, and
Okay. See, I don't
um,
have a problem with that. But
yeah.
you meet up at a bar to for listen, just stop meeting up for drinks with no food.
You want to see some food?
I
That's
want to
what
see
you
some
want to
food.
see. I want to
Especially
see
if you're
some
gonna
food.
talk about drama. I want to see some food. I
Yes,
want to
I'm
see
not
some
gonna lie.
goddamn food.
I want to see the food as
I
well.
want to see
I
some food.
definitely want to see the food.
If you mean up to talk
Uh,
about drama, I want to see some food.
yeah.
I'm sorry.
I agree. But yeah, I just thought that though it was kind of given that it was giving weird energy, to be honest. It's kind of given that they were more than just friends. And now that they're no longer talking, it's like,
Not
but what
affectionate.
happened to us? I don't know. It was just given like maybe he just feels a way. You know what? I take that back. Maybe he just feels a way about how they used to be friends and they used to hang out. He said they used to travel together, they used to be at each other's houses and stuff. And I guess that doesn't happen anymore. So maybe that's more so what Jay Twan, maybe that's where the hurt was coming from, not necessarily the shade that was being thrown. But I mean, I feel like everybody knows at this point, like Troy and Dom, like they kind of go where the wind goes. Like I feel like they may not take situations as seriously as people have taken them on this show, like Kane, for instance. Like
Mhm.
I feel like let Kane tell it. He and Dom, should they gonna be each other's kids godparent, and like they damn near brothers, and it's like I don't think it's given that, y'all know each other, y'all been to each other's house, y'all cool, but it's y'all cool, that's it is what it is.
Mhm.
But it's weird because I feel like Jay Twan is trying to do the same thing that Kane is doing with Dom. It's like we were friends and now you're being fake, and it's just like, okay. um but yeah, definitely let us know what y'all think. um but yeah, everybody's fighting hard to make this drama happen. But nobody wants to indulge with Kane, is
Mhm.
what I'm trying to say. Like I feel like they want to talk about the drama, but they don't want to get into it, which I think is really interesting. Um, but yeah, the whole scene was just kind of weird, I guess you could say. Yes, where's the food? Yes, where is the food? Like, I'm a hungry bitch. I'm a tourist, so I
Yes.
love to see it. Love to
Okay.
see what
Especially
they
in
what they
Atlanta,
eating.
baby. If I don't go to a goddamn
Yes.
seafood boil or goddamn
Hmm.
seafood spot, a
Yes.
steakhouse, baby,
I will say
talk about some bullshit drama over like a $200 steak. Give me that.
yes. Yes.
Like, give me New York arguing with Hottie while eating her steak. Give me
Oh,
that,
with that damn knife. Put the
baby.
knife down. Okay. But yeah, give me more energy. But yes, where's the food at? Let me see. Hey, I am Serenity. Good to see you
Yes,
on this
thank you for
good
coming back.
Saturday.
Hey.
Serving in the profile. Everybody's always serving in these profiles.
Mhm.
My goodness. I might have to update our profile pic. The way y'all looking. Like Jay Twan gives pick me vibes. Ooh, how so? Um, oh, I'm wondering. Um, the scene was strange. Yes, yes, it was strange. It was just given like, yeah, like rehearsed. Like we
Mhm.
gonna figure out something to talk about, and then It ain't gonna really make sense, but we gonna figure it out. Drop the link. Ooh, should we drop? We might drop the link at the end. Stay tuned. We might. I'm feeling a little. It's the afternoon, so maybe we might bring a couple people on, give their perspectives. That's an interesting suggestion. Let's see. I am Serenity. Jatuan's feelings is more valid now that we know him and Trey must. What did I say? What did I say? If I'm not Negro Damas, I know. Baby, I be knowing.
When did that happen?
Child.
I'm trying to figure out what was going on because Jatwan got the fatty and Tag got the third leg. So
meeting in the ladies' room. I'll be back real soon. Like definitely, hey, maybe they was giving a as Kelvin would say, they were giving side energy, just hand stuff and oral. You know what? It's the afternoon. Let me relax because we are nowhere near demon time. So
my goodness, calm it down, whore.
Yes, whore. Anyway, who's zooming who? Yes, who's zooming who?
That is so interesting when like it's like two like men hooked up with two people hooked up. It's like who was the top?
Who was the top?
Who was the top?
Who was the top? And sometimes it'll surprise you, baby. You never know. You never know. I've seen some situations and I'm like, oh, really? That's real interesting. They get flip-flop tea. You know what? We might as well just go there. Tag is T3. He got that third
Tag
leg.
Is T3.
He got that third leg, but I don't think he ever really uses it. No shade. So I think it might have been.
He likes to have it played with every now and then. I don't know why I remember that. I don't know.
You know why you remember that. You know why you remember that.
He said I like to play with every now and then. I was like, oh, okay.
I forgot about that. Yes, he does like to get it played with.
Oh, baby.
Get a little get it tapped every now and then. I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad. So maybe they just did a little hand stuff, like they in middle school or something.
Mm-hmm. Maybe that's why Jatwan had them damn gloves on in the confessional, trying to hide the evidence, baby. Listen,
I can't.
It's just
I cannot. I can't. That was the gloves. The gloves. The gloves, and then Berlin had them gloves on too. So, child, I don't know. Did you wash them? Did you wash the gloves? Because they might be a little sticky. No shade. It's always demon time. I'm screaming. Learn that thank you so much for that information. Because I knew it. I figured that they had because it was just giving weird energy and it wasn't adding up. So
very hot boy. It was not making sense, but now it makes all the sense in the world.
Listen, all these unexplained emotions you just want to have again. And you can't. We had, now you mad. I need that on a t-shirt. Because listen, if that's not a universal truth, I don't know what is. But then after that scene, Jay and Dom, they sit down. I think you said this last episode, but it's a lot of just sitting around and talking. Like, I kind of want them to be active and do shit in the city. Like, going to being in Atlanta, that's a popping city. There's a lot to do. So like, right. I want to see, like go on a hike, go, like just like do something, I just feel like they kind of sit around and talk a lot, but sit around and eat, which I'm not mad at, but I don't want to see that on my my TV screen. Right. Okay, I want to see some action. But yeah, so they meet up. I said, does Jay have a eye star? That like thing that people can get, like their eye. I don't know, just looking at his eyes, like he had like a little star. Is that what it's called? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Oh, is that the thing that people get on their eyelids or something?
Yeah, it kind of
looks like a sty or something like that.
Sty, is that what it is?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it kind of looked like something, but I don't know. I don't know why I pointed that out, but it was in my notes. But I said I really like Dom's glasses in this scene. I thought that they were really cute. They were like silver. He has this silver metallic theme, I guess you could
Mm-hmm.
say, going on throughout the season. We also learned that Jay has struck a deal with Shein. I thought that that's really cool.
Mm-hmm.
That he's able to, like, just grow in his
Yeah,
career. Like,
that's great.
sponsored by Chanel,
Mm-hmm.
now working with Shein. So he's going places. I'm here
Mm-hmm.
for it. Um also, like I said, this is the Jay that we needed last season. Um
Can we
Jay
get into
says
Dom's bangs? I'm sorry to cut you off, but can we get into Dom's bangs? Because he
I
pulled up
wanted
to
to
this
lead
thing with no
into it,
bangs.
but
I
yeah.
was like, no, Dom, like, what's going on? Like,
This look was also giving like school counselor tease. I don't know what it was about it. Also, does Dom give you auntie vibes?
I was
Something
just
about
about
him
to say it was
gives
some
me
auntie
auntie.
vibes. Very
I
much
think we said
auntie.
it last season.
Very
But
much
yeah,
auntie vibes, yes.
he definitely gives like older TT vibes. Just like
But not
TT
like a
dog.
mean auntie, like kind of like the
Um
I feel like the kind of more caring,
yes.
like you can't smoke your L around her, but she's very caring, very like tough love
Dom
type of
the
auntie.
auntie that gives you a little Hennessy. Like your first taste of alcohol was definitely with Dom.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Also, probably the auntie that you end up smoking with when you become of age.
I
Like
can see
y'all,
that. And then
I
I feel
get
like Tag would probably be the auntie that would take you to like rate the Balenciaga store.
wait, what you say you kind of cut out?
Tag would be the auntie that would take you to rate the Michael Kors store, the Balenciaga store. Not really rate it,
Ooh.
but just pick up a few pieces and throw it in your bag. He could bypass the security
Okay.
system, so you know how to get out. Like,
Not you putting theft on this man. You know he works in luxury fashion. My
uh,
goodness.
Electra, I forgot what her last name was at the time that she took her children to the museum and stole the damn costumes off the mannequins and Pose season 1. Tag kind of gives me that.
I can't. Not you saying he mopping with the girls. That's hilarious.
Okay, let me not put that on that man, but
I'm sorry. I forgot to highlight this comment. I don't want to backtrack, but Spicy Original, you are a fool for this. A little tuck and pull moment.
my goodness.
I'm so sorry to backtrack, but I had to highlight that. That shit is too funny. But yes, that's a lot of tugging. If we talking about tag, that third leg. But anyway, you say he's the auntie that steals luxury goods. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Jesus.
My goodness.
Well, hey.
Well, you know he work at Balenciaga. I feel like it's nothing for him to throw a couple pieces in his bag and just walk out.
Not just saying he's stealing because he works there.
You know what?
Right.
Well, Tag kind of gives like
like
you know, Tag kind of gives erratic white woman, and you know, erratic white women love to they love to steal. So
he's gotten better this season though, because last season he was very like out of nowhere. It
I'm
was
the big
kind of
dog,
giving
but was crying 5 minutes later.
Yes,
and
but now
he's
he's
very unstable. My goodness,
not unstable. You know what's funny? He said when he was sitting down with Jay Twine, he was like, if this was me months ago, like I would have been a different. No, it was when he was talking, he got into it with Kane at the pool party. He was like, you about to get in the old me. And I'm like, the old you is gonna what? Cry and run away? Because that's what you did last season. Child.
Oh my goodness. Tag is a fool.
Yes.
Tag is a fool.
But yeah, he is a fool. But she's a booster, Your Honor. Allegedly. Shout out to Alexander Rogers. Allegedly, baby. Put that allegedly on there.
Not even another cease and desist, baby. My goodness.
Child. They said I was mopping. I done got fired from my job. Like, be a whole mess. A whole mess. But Ashley said Dom gets fun auntie that's never had kids. She's the nieces and nephews' favorite because you can always get away with stuff around her. True. Very that.
Honestly, now that I think about it, I like Dom, but he is like either, maybe high or drunk. So shit. That's the auntie. It's a lot of stuff you can get away around the auntie that's drunk, baby.
You know what? You putting these allegations on these child. These allegations,
baby. Dom had that damn pen in his hand. Like I don't know what be good. Listen, I ain't making like no hardcore drug allegations, but listen, Jesus. Baby, I know
they say
a
perk
smoker when I see a smoker. Like Medea said, I know Johnson Johnson when I smell Johnson Johnson. Yes, I know a smoker when I see a smoker, baby. Okay.
Oh my god, I cannot with you. So yeah, Jay said something that stood out to me in this scene. He said that I guess it would be fake if Dom and Wayne, I guess if they had like talked and then ended up like hanging out and like being friends or whatever. And I'm just kind of like, how is that fake? I feel like that's conflict resolution. like what you mean? Like I could see if they were like still talking shit about each other behind each other's backs, but they're like now friends or whatever, that would get fake. But if they talk and come to an understanding and realize that they have a lot in common and want to become friends, I don't see the issue with that. Like it's given I want to keep this drama up so that I don't have to be in the drama, but I can still talk about it. That's what it was given to me. So I was just kind of like, I mean, if they grown, they grown. Like let them work it out on their own. Like
Right.
I don't think it would be fake if they come to an understanding. They come to an understanding. That's growth. That's
Right.
being an adult and being mature. But yeah, the That's So Raven edit was hilarious, but it scared the shit out of me because it just came out of nowhere. I was like, what the fuck is going on? Jump scare. Like what's happening? Um, but yeah, that sent me. And then I said they were talking about I guess the sex story party and about how like Kane was kind of doing the most. And I said Jay and Wayne were having a meeting, a heart to heart, a meeting in the ladies' room, and then Kane busting in there with his erection. So I said that was just giving a lot. Cause you know all that dry humping was getting him excited. So I said,
Oh my goodness.
put that away, sir. This is not the time.
I
You over
forgot
here.
Jan Wayne was having that heart to heart. Can't win that a tug on himself. My
I said,
goodness.
sir. Also, not you going in my bathroom to masturbate. Bitch, get the fuck out. Get out. Get out of get out of my house.
Oh my
Okay.
goodness.
Like, no. And don't touch nothing. Just leave. Don't even touch the door. I'm gonna just open the door for you because you're doing too much. Um, but yeah, that was a lot. But yes, so next scene, last scene, the pool party scene. I said it was a pool party twice removed because they got kicked out twice.
Mm-hmm.
But apparently so Oliver was supposed to be working with his promoter. It was his first party that he was promoting, which is unfortunate. But I guess he rented a space on Peer Space, and I guess the person who was listing the space, I guess they were breaking some sort of lease agreement with the space that they own or was
Mm-hmm.
renting. I'm assuming they renting if they have to abide by some type of code. But yeah, so they got kicked out of there. Unfortunately, I said, damn. Whenever I use Pure Space, it's usually a good experience. So it's unfortunate that that happened to him. But I hope he got his money back. Child, like I definitely hope he got his money back. But also shout out to him for being able to find another space, two other
Right.
spaces in the meantime. Like they weren't the best spaces, but it's cool that he was able to find a space that fast. But yeah, what'd you think of this scene? A lot happened.
A lot did
So
happen.
I don't know if you want me
Like
to go through all the things that happened or if you just want to jump right on into it because it was a lot going on.
I just said after the it's crazy because it also became really sexual once they got to the
Yes.
I think the third venue, and then it went from sexual to ape shit. So
Every space had a different aura.
it did.
Every space had a different vibe to it.
The first
Yeah.
venue was confusion.
Yes.
The second venue was
Anger.
and then the third one was sexual.
Ooh. Confusion, anger, and then sex. That's a timeline right there. that's a timeline that I think some people are used to, but
Mm-hmm.
you know,
Because at the third
um,
venue, Tag started arguing with King Kang, and I was like, why don't y'all just go in the woods and have?
right. Like okay.
But
I'm a
that's it. After the second venue, I would have left. Like not me paying for a
yeah.
ticket and I'm being kicked out of the second location. I
Yeah.
just would have went on by
But the
myself.
girls, the girls stayed because they wanted to film. No shade.
Mm-hmm.
They want to still film, so they like, yeah, I'm gonna go to the next place. But yeah, so I think the second space, like we really get a look in people's outfits, I guess you could say. Dom had his goodies out. I don't know if that was a makeshift speedo or what, but it fell apart apparently and had his D and his B out. And I said, well, I wonder was Kane looking. That's what I want to
What Tonka said? Testicles one two. Testicles one two.
know.
He was also talking about. I love how that's a common mic check for anybody. When
Yeah.
people do a mic check, it's always testicles. My goodness.
Testicles, baby. Oh. But yes, had his little situation out. Also saw Berlin, who I guess didn't get the memo, or maybe she did, she just didn't care. When it came to the her
Attire.
outfit, I said, "Girl, you just like you going out like you about to go handle business. You got this blazer
Right?
on, these boots,
She's
and these
probably gonna go see her
gloves.
sugar father.
Maybe
Ready? So
she
you gotta
gonna
get
hit
ready.
after this." Um, yeah, it was kind of sending me, and then I'm like the boots. Um, the boots were sending me, the gloves were sending me. I said she was kind of giving randomized sim tees. You know how you can see shout out to the Sims, but you see like a randomly dressed sim. That's kind of what it was giving. Um, but I said they at first I said they should have canceled the party right after they got kicked out of the first venue, but I'm kind of happy that they continued to, get shit popping. And then I said, not at the second venue, the HOA was coming, so they couldn't, they had to hide their drinks and their marijuana. I said,
My goodness.
mm, 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 mm. It's still illegal in Atlanta too. I'm just like, well,
Crazy. Because as crazy and wild as Atlanta is, like you would think that would have been the first places that we would have been legalized.
Right. Yeah. I was like, okay. Um, but I'm like, damn, they had to move again and again and again. I'm like, shit, I'm tired. I'm trying to sit my ass down
Right?
somewhere. I hate going anywhere when I'm crossfaded. So I'm just like, I
And
think I'm
it's
gonna sit my
Atlanta
ass over here.
in May.
Yeah,
Maybe it's hot.
right.
Traffic was out the ass.
Mm-hmm. Child, wouldn't have been me. You right. I think I probably I might have went home, got some food and went home. Shit.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so Kane comes and of course, what they gonna talk about, the motherfucking drama. So I guess they start talking about how he said he was maliciously maligned, and I'm like, okay. Um you would have thought somebody shanked him or some shit, like, or put some dark rumors out there about him. I'm like, maliciously
God, shit. My
maligned.
goodness.
Yeah, I was like, okay. But yeah, I said Kane is terrorizing the group at this point because nobody's indulging in his foolishness.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's face as he was talking was just like, "Oh my god, this bitch! Here this bitch go!" Like, like
Why you bring this bitch? My
why you bring this
goodness.
bitch? Like, essentially, like, how why is you here vibes? Like, but yeah, I said Troy during the conversation, it's cutting between like, people in the scene, and I said Troy moving his imaginary hair was sending me. As he turned to see who was talking, I said, not you moving your imaginary bangs. Like, I can't with Troy. But I said, yeah, I don't know. I just feel like Kane isn't, like I said, Kane is the only one bringing something, but nobody else cares. Like, Troy doesn't care that Kane said that Don was talking about him. Clearly, I mean, I guess they have some type of understanding, or I don't know, but he don't care. So it's just kind of like a lost cause. Like, you're fighting for nothing at this point. So, yeah, it's kind of making Kane look a little a little crazy. But yeah, like I said, I would stop inviting him to shit. No shade. From a TV show perspective, he's the only one bringing the drama, so I'm here for it. But like from like like if I was on the show, like, a bitch, I ain't inviting you because you done with this damn drama, this damn twink drama, like this let out gay boy drama. If you want to be specific, this is definitely some shit
exactly
you
what it's giving. Yes.
what was it? You was sucking on my neck.
Yeah.
Like,
Mama's was gags, baby.
she said, "Ooh, this is tea." But yeah, I said, I guess Dom says that he and Kane aren't friends, and I said, and that really sent Kane like through the roof, like pissed or whatever. And I'm like, Kane, if y'all were real friends, you would have talked shit. Like, you would have kept y'all shit talking session to amongst y'all. Like, you wouldn't have brought it to the group. Like, if we talking shit, we talking shit. Like, but we friends, so like it's gonna be between us. Like I'm not gonna air you out for no reason.
Right.
But yeah, I said Trey needs to pipe down before he start crying. Cause I feel like we getting the big dog side of him, but we about to get the
The
little
princess.
princess in a minute. In a minute. But
She literally a roundabout baby. ETA is 4 minutes away.
yes.
It is.
Also, to backtrack a little bit, I said not the show and not the show Enrico shading that other show. I forgot the name of it, but I guess some people from a different show were there, and
Mm-hmm.
they was just like, "Ugh, child, I guess we in the hood now, so I guess we expected to see them." I was like, damn, bitch, shady as fuck. It's kind of giving that last episode of G Status when that other show, the cast from the other show came and they was like, who the fuck are these bitches? We don't know them. That's what it was kind of giving. Like I was
Goodness.
like, ooh, okay. The shade.
That was shady as fuck. And then Tag was like, you should be over here with the elite girls. I said, my
I was like,
goodness.
child, a whole mess. I said, well, it is what it is, I guess. But
It is.
so to get to one of the bigger moments, honestly, the biggest moment of the episode, peep the thumbnail. So they, Kane, Dom, and Troy are going at it still. Kane, walks away. He's getting louder though. And so I guess he's mad at the point where it's like anybody can get it. He's throwing shots at anybody. So he's like, oh, like you can go over there, Tonka, like those your friends. What sent me was the pause. How like Taka paused, and it's like it was almost like he paused, and then I think Rico might have paused. It was like a couple people that was around him that paused, like, "Excuse me," like what was said. It's almost like when you were younger and your mama would tell you to like do something, and you would say something slick, and she would pause, like, "Excuse me," like you want to say that again? You want to run that back? Like that's kind of what it was giving. But yeah, that facial expression sent me. And so Tonka walked over there, grabbed him by his collar, and was like, I'm friends with who I'm friends with. That ain't got shit to do with you. and and Kane immediately was like, yep, you're right. I said, oh
That's
my
the
god.
moment that I realized they was fucking.
It was definitely giving yes, daddy. Like it was
I
definitely
realized
getting
that
me
they ain't
like
fucking. They doing something. They
I
definitely
I
doing something. I said
I
I
said,
ain't mad at that,
wow.
baby.
I
I
said,
said I would
wow.
definitely be here for Tonka sitting on King Kane's face and
And
just
listen,
smothering him.
if he
Just
dies,
go
he
for it.
dies. No, I'm just
My goodness, nah. Child, we don't want
you know
no.
what
Now
I'm talking.
we want a body, but we don't want a dead body.
We don't want a dead body.
We want a body,
Oh,
but we don't
I
want a
feel like
dead body.
a Nicki Minaj a line is something about bodies.
Yes, you ain't fucking Nikki, you fucking Nicole body.
Yes.
Okay, but yeah, I said that was sexual tension. I've probably never seen it. The way
Yeah.
Kane was looking, it was like,
Yeah.
whatever you want to do, Tonka. I was like,
Yes.
ooh,
It was
ooh.
definitely giving Dom sub tease.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yes. Like, you better pipe down. And he said, mm-hmm. And what else, sir? What else can I get you? Like, I said, okay.
All the way down. I said, ooh.
Like, but
They should have went in the bathroom and they should have had that conversation.
they
And
should
then
have went in the
Kane should
bushes.
tell Tonka the mic has to be off. The
Yes.
mic has to be off, okay?
They should have had a situation in the bushes, though. I would have been here for that.
Okay, now I would have been. You know what? Public? No, they would have been on the list, baby. We can't have that.
Oh, the registry. You're
Yeah,
right.
see,
That's
they
pretty
would have
common
been
in
caved up
Atlanta.
into the bullshit. We can't
That's
have
pretty
that.
common. Like,
We can't have that. But yeah, they should have won the rest of them. Got to pop in.
yes, I was like, oh, this tension, all this sexual tension that Kane is bringing.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think he should have came on with this emotional energy, this petty energy, or should he have come on with this the DM monster energy?
The
I
DM
thought the
monster.
DM monster energy
DM monster
would have been better.
I feel like if
Yeah.
Kane wants to, he can smash at least like 4 of the cast members.
Ooh, you think so?
Tonka, Tag, Dom, Twix.
I think he wants to smash Tonka I think he wants to smash Dom and Troy, but I don't think they're into it. I don't think they want it. I think that's
like, you're into that? You're not?
You're not. Yes. Now Tonka might. but I don't know. I feel like Dom and Troy are not interested though. They're just like no. But yeah,
Mm.
he definitely wants to have many of the girls. I think he wants to run through this circle, and they're not allowing him to do that. So I think maybe that's where the energy is coming from.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Shout out to I am Serenity. I am Ray Serenity. Kane is a lot, but I like him. I agree. He does have a likable quality about him. But he is doing a lot right now. But I feel like it's the fact that nobody's indulging in it. Like if other people were like also into it, like it would be a thing. Like it would be
Yeah.
entertaining. But um I'm sad about Berlin's everything at the pool party. Yeah, the whole look was I said, what's going on?
You know what set me about like the pool party when I think King Kane was explaining it to Dominique. He was like, "It hurt me to my core," and Berlin was in the background like, "Your core,
Your core,
core."
her core, like her to the core. That is too funny. Um, Kane was like, "Meet me at the altar." You're like, yes, I'm here for it. A little Dom sub tea. I'm here for it for sure. She and Kane, she had Kane red. Yes, listen, he would have got on his knees right there probably if he wanted to, if he wanted it. But not Kane melted in his hands. Yes, he was ready for it. See, it's all he needed was some sexual energy to calm him down. That's what's so funny. And what is up, Rico? Shout out to you. Thank you for being
Yes,
here.
Cassidy is
Yeah,
good. Thank you for
Rico.
being here.
Yes, 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 yes. Nah, Kane and Tonka are together now. They live together. Is that T for real? Oh,
Ooh.
just based off of this situation. Yeah, this is definitely giving the
Oh
way he
yeah.
grabbed him,
Mm-hmm.
definitely giving
Mm-hmm.
that's my baby daddy. Like,
Yes. You know what Tonka should have said? Babe, calm down,
yes.
babe.
Calm down, babe. Yes. I just want to be at a ghetto ass function trying to calm down my hood rat ass nigga. Jesus.
Yes.
Yes, yes. Oh, forgot it was his birthday just passed. Happy belated birthday,
Yes, happy
Rico.
belated birthday, Rico.
Yes, hopefully it was a good
Yes.
one. In relationships, you check one another in private, not in front of all those people. Very true.
I agree.
Um, but yeah, I feel like he tried it though. I feel like I feel like Kane was acting up, and I feel like Tonka felt like he had to put him in his place. I
Mm-hmm.
don't think like I mean, I don't, yeah. But yeah, I agree. Like I do feel like you correct people in private. Um to my core, yes. Like you lost sleep over this. Like you was up at night.
Right.
Like up at night blasting some Mary J. Blige or something. Just like
Baby. King Kane
some
is a
just
fool.
going through it. Like yes, but yeah, that was definitely the highlight for me. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that was the review. It was a key. Like this episode was a key after going through it. But do you want to give a letter grade?
Yeah, I'll give this episode like an A minus. Like
A
this
minus.
episode was
Okay.
entertaining. Like it was really entertaining from Juice's performance to like the shade and like the fashions that we saw in this episode. Also,
Mhm.
I kind of want to because we forgot to we overlooked Willa's confessional look, the orange two piece, the hair,
Oh
the wig. Well,
yeah.
I was like, okay, Willa.
No shade.
Hey.
The top was cute, but it was given like I had to rush to get here because the buttons were like I think that's how it's supposed to be, but like the buttons
Mhm.
were like buttoned in like different spots. So I was like,
Yeah, she
okay,
looks
but
really
yeah,
good professional. But yeah, I
she
would
did
give
look
this
really good.
episode. I would give it an A minus. It was entertaining.
Okay,
What
I think
about you?
I would probably give it like a B. I would give it
Okay.
a B. I feel like the drama at first it was kind of draining because like again like people would sit down for 2 seconds and then be like, so the issue with you and so what's going on there? Or like the person not even in the scene, they're just like, so the issue between two people that's not here, what's going on? Like it's like it's getting a little repetitive, but I did like the scenes like the LLC business scene with Kane. I did like the scene with the ballroom scene with Oliver and
Mhm.
Shanna Balenciaga. I thought that was really cool. Oh, also we didn't talk about the pool party moment between Oliver
Oh, Will
and Willa. Yeah, I
popped them
said
edibles and was ready to go down and munch each other. I said,
not,
okay.
not them going down on each other after they was got high
It
on
was last
edibles.
season, baby. I
Jesus.
said, that's gross. If it's whether it be sexual,
Got
spiritual,
into a
blissful,
little
baby, it's
lazy
gross.
action after they was high on edibles. I
Mm-hmm.
can't.
You said no lesbian action after being high on edibles, my goodness.
Listen, we just got a little, miscombobulated and decided to and decided to have a little session apparently.
Johnson
Um
edibles causing all this damn chaos. Oliver and
listen,
Willa about to munch. Chrissy from the come up performing fellatio in the middle of the club while high on edibles.
child,
It's a lot.
edibles have done some things. It has created some situations for people
Listen,
for
I
sure.
ain't trying to munch on nobody or public sex, but I definitely want to pop a few edibles and lose my rocker, be off my rocker. So
Jesus.
shout out to that.
Shout out to Magic User. Thank you for being here.
Yes, thank you for being here.
They said anyone else feel like more than half of the cast can go? This isn't really that great of a final season so far. Yeah, for it to be a final season, I'm kind of like, ooh. But I don't know. It's only episode 5. I'm trying to make the best of it, I guess you could say. But it is some people on the show that's just kind of like, I don't know. They're not really doing much. Like We Were Born. I'm like, why they bring them back? No shade. Like, what's going on there?
Yeah, I thought they were gonna be like kind of more focused on like their music. I thought we were gonna see like way more studio sessions with them or like music videos and stuff like that, but
Yeah.
not really.
And shout out to Dom. Thank you for being
Yes,
here.
Don, thanks for being
Yes.
here.
Amazing review. Thank you so much. Yes, we appreciate it.
Yes, my Gemini brother. Yes.
Yes. Oh, and you got another one? Child.
Know it,
No, I'm just
baby. Listen.
I love Geminis though. Willa looks so good. Yes. Willa did look really good. Yes.
Really
Yeah, she's slaying. I love her. She just seems to be glowing. I feel like she's kind of letting herself be vulnerable, kind of like, talking about her feelings and her emotions and stuff. I feel like that's like also helping her just like, you look better when you get that weight off of you.
Right.
I mean, like, that mental weight. But yes, Willa, yes. I mean, Kane moved to another state with Tonka, so I'm wishing them the best. Wait, are they really together?
Ooh, Tonka snatched that up real fast.
That's real interesting.
Very
Okay,
interesting.
I did not even know that.
I see a spinoff coming.
Ooh, it's crazy that we literally saw the moment where I guess that it clicked.
I kind of noticed when, like, after Drew's performance, after they was talking about like the whole maliciously Milan comment, Tonka changed the subject real quick. I was like, ooh, I wonder if she's defensive over her man. My man.
Real interesting. Yes, my man. Jesus. Okay.
The subject real quick.
Snatch that up literally and figuratively. Gotcha. Ooh, okay. That's a lot. Now I wonder who's zooming doing the zooming in that situation as somebody referred to it earlier.
My goodness. All I want to do is run the zoom and your boom boom. Jesus. My goodness. Is that what that man said? I think that's
something like that. Something like that. Not Willa and Oliver bump at Papa, but she said they was gonna be playing with each other's tennis rackets. How? I'm not mad at it. And shout out to Vonnie for being here, another bad boy.
Yes, thanks for being here, Vonnie. Season 8 or season 7 and season 8 bad boys are in the building.
Yes. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to everybody that's here. We really appreciate it.
Yes, on this Saturday, randomly going live at 3:00 in the afternoon.
Right. But yeah, I definitely I missed that too. Jenica Thompson said, oh really? I didn't know that. Wishing them the best on their journey. Yeah, I didn't know that either. I guess maybe that's something that we're gonna find out maybe on the season, but like obviously they already have announced it, but that's cool. Pickens said, I think a big issue is that everyone seems to be a cast and some really need to be B and C because they're trying to get everyone they're trying to get everyone, but nobody sorry. They're trying to get everyone, but not everyone has anything going on. Sorry. I promise I can read. I'm just um yeah. Anyway, but yeah, I agree. I feel like they do need to have some A cast members and then some B cast members and then some C cast,
Hmm.
some friends of the show, if you will. Not everybody can have a peach, I guess you could say.
Hmm.
Um but yeah, I feel like everybody is here and it's just kind of like we need to like focus on some people specifically to tell their full story. Um and I think it would be easy as a production to do that too. Um but they're together. That's interesting. Shout out to them. Okay, I'm here for that. Um, Tonka said that he liked Kane at the candle event. Okay. Ooh, interesting. Okay. So he was in this drama, and all you was looking at was just how attractive he was,
Hmm.
like how you wanted to get with that. Okay. I get irritated with a bunch of contrived drama. Kane can be funny, but all the Mimi Frost to my core stuff is like why. Also, Jay is so fun this season. Yes, I agree. I just feel like I'm kind of enjoying Kane because I feel like he's the only one that's indulging in some type of drama. I just wish the drama was more natural and not as self-produced because I feel like when people try to produce themselves, it becomes really weird and contrived. But when production is messy and tries to produce stuff, then that's when it gets like, that's when it's a show. So I think production, they need to, no shade. Wish they would do more of the producing and not the actual cast members. But that happens a lot on shows like this. Like even like Love and Hip Hop and other shows, like they try to produce themselves, and it's like you can't create your own storyline. It's gonna come off inauthentic.
Right.
Um, but Jay is very fun this season. I'm so glad to see him. But yeah, we've been here for about an hour and a half. Again, thank you for everybody that's here. Definitely leave a like. Um, and yeah, shout out to people that's gonna watch this in the playback.
Hey.
I did get a suggestion of dropping a link. Do you think we should do that, or maybe we should wait? How you feeling? You've been here for a
Let's
minute.
see. Drop the link. It's Saturday.
Drop the link. Okay.
It's Saturday.
Let
It's
me
Saturday.
see.
We can,
Definitely invite some of y'all up and give y'all
yeah, we
opinions.
can hang out for a little bit longer.
Yes. Okay, I just dropped the link. So feel free to come up and give your opinions, your thoughts, your one twos. This is our first time doing this, so if I don't know how it's gonna go, but y'all cool, so Um, but yeah, y'all cool. So but yeah, we're pretty much done with the interview portion. But definitely stay tuned to hear the thoughts of the people. So
Hey.
um, but yeah, who are you looking forward to like being highlighted for the rest of the season? Like who are you interested in seeing more of?
Tonka.
Tonka, yeah,
Tonka.
same.
It's
Same. I'm
especially as like
interested.
a newbie. I just feel like
Hmm.
Tonka's already interesting. Like
Hmm.
without like I guess having to be in drama, but just being a newbie and kind of like making chasing, which is like kind of like I don't know, just chasing is kind of like this larger than life show, and him being a newbie and kind of owning the show and just being
Hmm.
so interesting without having to be in drama. I feel like it's unique. Like not a lot
Yeah.
of people can do that. Can like be visible without being negative or So I'm looking forward to seeing more of Tonka and Tony, but right now it's Tonka for me. Like
Okay.
it's Tonka for me.
I
What
agree.
about
But I agree. I don't want to say the same person, but yeah, I'm interested to see what Tonka has to bring. I also peeped when Oliver was talking about walking a ball. He said that Tonka walks, something that he would be interested in walking, and they showed his fits, and they were very interesting,
you?
elaborate, almost avant-garde, I guess you could say,
Hmm.
very, out there. So I thought that was really cool, and I'm just like, damn, I would love to see like a scene where he's just kind of making, in the
Right.
process of making that. That would be really cool. So yeah, I'm excited to see what else he has coming. Also excited to see Rico because Rico is a key. Love Rico
Yes.
down.
Love that.
Shout out to Rico if he's still here. But yes, love Rico down. Rico is hilarious. Even in
Hmm.
this episode, him talking just about like the pool party and like the other group or the other web series that was there. It just was really funny to me. So I'm excited to see what else he brings. Okay, we got a person coming up. Okay, I'm gonna bring them up. Oh, it's Ashley. Hey, Ashley, can you hear
Hi.
us?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Yes, we
we
can
can
hear
hear you. Hey,
you.
Ashley.
Hey.
Well, thank you for keeping me company on this Saturday as I have to do a bunch of work.
Oh no, of course, we're happy
Yeah, thank you for joining.
to.
But I
So, what were your like? What did you think of this episode? I mean, I know you were in the chat, but your initial thoughts, I guess.
like to go thrive and see him shine and see that part.
Ooh, can you hear her, Troy? I think you might be breaking up, Ashley.
Oh, hello?
Hello,
Yeah,
you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you.
Oh, okay, sorry. I think you might have been breaking up, but
yeah, this is the audio issue.
So I was saying that I'm most excited to see Rico.
okay.
I love Rico's journey and
Hmm.
seeing
StreamYard be
Oh
trying it.
Lord, StreamYard really do be trying it. Honestly, I'm not even gonna lie. Um, but yes. Can you hear us, Ashley?
yeah, I can hear you fine. I don't know what's going on. But
Oh damn.
I just wanted to say Rico, that's fine. Thank
Oh,
you.
okay. No, no.
This
Thank you
time,
for
yeah,
coming up.
thank
Yeah,
you
it's
for joining us.
StreamYard's fault.
Yeah,
I just always
StreamYard
bring
is
stuff to
bugging.
StreamYard. So yeah. But thank you so much. And hopefully we can have you on again and like you can give your full, your full opinion.
Yes, thank you. Enjoy the rest of your day.
You too.
Thank you too. Enjoy
Bye.
the rest of your weekend, Ashley.
Cool.
StreamYard be
Damn
bugging.
StreamYard.
Yeah.
Once when I get my hands on whoever created StreamYard,
Listen,
I love how we always
deep cut,
complain, but we always use it. It's just like, well,
deep cut. It could be a Filming Pro app. It could be Filming
not
Pro
filming
app.
pro app.
But
I can't.
yeah, StreamYard be trying.
Um, yes. So sorry. I'm sure other people are probably like, "Child, I ain't going on there now." Shit, them damn audio issues from StreamYard. No, like, but yes, thank you so much, Ashley, if you're still here for coming
Yes,
on,
thank you.
and giving your opinion. And glad we were able to help you get through your orders for your
Hey,
business. Also, I think you also asked a question about us having a PO box. We don't have a PO box. We ain't that popular, child. So we don't have a PO box yet. But maybe we will get one in the future. Thank you
yeah,
for asking though. It's cool
yeah,
that
we can
anybody
definitely
even
have a
like is wondering if we have one, but yeah. Um this is a Rico Stan account, I guess you could say. Love
Hey,
Rico and Tonka. Who's
most
your
definitely.
third? Like the third person you would say is like your fave? Because I feel like Rico and you said
Kane,
who?
King Kane.
Kane. Okay. Kane does come with the foolishness, so
Yeah,
I'm not
he's
mad at it.
dramatic, but like Kane is really entertaining to me. Like
He also comes with some funny fashions. Remember, he showed up to that Can I Make an event with that babushka fit. He had
he
the
did, and
he
tag
had
wrecked the hell out of him. Said this, knock off Vince's Louis scarf. Like,
oh my god. That is so funny. Yeah, I was just like, just look. Look is giving Mother Russia tease. Oh my
not
god.
Mother Russia, baby. It's giving
Yeah,
the American tea, baby. It's giving a Margaret over in Russia.
definitely give it that. Uh, oh, Ashley said I want to see you guys some 3D letters. Oh, cool. That would be so cool. Okay, we're
That
gonna work
would
on
be
that.
really, really
We're gonna
nice.
work on that.
That
Yes.
would be dope as
Because
fuck.
that would be super dope. Yes.
Cause like we
Oh
can
my
make a
god,
King
thank
Carry
you.
background with like
Yeah. Yeah. That would be super cool. Thank you so much, Ashley. Um, yeah, Kane too, minus the weird shit. His grind is interesting. Yes, it is. And he's going into something that like I've never like I I feel like there have been like people on shows like this where they did go into like talking about like sex toys and like selling things like that,
mhm.
candy coated nice, that type of stuff. So like I think it's very interesting. But yeah, I think that that's super interesting. So yeah, I'm excited to see his journey. Oh, we have another caller, I guess you could say. I am Ray Serenity. Now StreamYard. Now bring her on. StreamYard better get it together, StreamYard. Like, hey Ray Serenity.
Hey y'all, can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can
Yes,
hear
we can
you.
hear
Thank you for
you.
being here.
Yes,
Hey,
thank you for
okay,
being
first
here.
of all, I'm new to your channel. I want to say I love y'all reviews.
Oh,
Thank you.
appreciate
But
it.
my quick question is, so who do you not like on the cast? Because I'm not a big fan of Seven at all.
Oh.
So what about you guys? How do you guys feel about Seven? Well, excuse me.
Uh,
Well, I like Drew. I don't like Seven. I love her as a performer.
Okay.
that's
Yeah,
a
I'm
good
on board.
point. That is a
Yeah.
good point. Yes, I agree with you.
Mhm.
I want to like Seven because I don't want to keep giving the same like critique
Right.
every episode. I guess you could say. Like I said, like with the drama, it's like, oh, it's contrived, but it's like now that I'm trying to see a different side of it. I guess you could say. So the same with
Hmm.
Seven. Like I would say Seven is kind of giving least favorite just because she just inserts herself into stuff that she does not need to insert herself in. I feel like she is growing in her confidence in herself, but I feel like she still has some work to do because I feel like the choices she makes might come from insecurities, maybe, and just
Okay,
wanting to be liked. But
I can see that.
yeah. But I love her work ethic, but I just feel like she just inserts herself in stuff that does not,
Yeah, have
if
anything
she
to do
could
with
be
it.
a mean girl, she would be, but she's not. So,
You don't
she
think she's a
can,
mean girl? I kind of think she's borderline mean girl almost. Like she's right
yeah.
there now this season, not last season, but this season.
I feel like she is a mean girl, but she's not in the clique, if that makes sense. Like I feel
Okay.
like she's not with Dom, and she wants to be up there with them, but she's not yet. She's kind of like the a mean girl reference. She's kind of like the caddy of the group, where it's like, you just got here, so we're not really fucking with you like that. But you know, you're not really in the clique yet, I guess you could say.
I can see that. Yeah.
Troy,
Love you
what's
as a
your
performer, but yeah, she's trying too hard to like fit in.
mm,
Okay, so since we're on Neek, and let's go ahead and bring it Frick and Frack up in here real quick.
yes,
So
okay.
I love Neek Neek. I'm a big fan of Neek Neek. I love his style. I think he's so adorable. He's so cute. I just love me some Neek Neek.
Mhm.
The other one, Troy.
Ooh, the
So
other one.
Troy is still on my bad list only because him and Mama Twist, like he disrespected Mama Twist. So that's the only reason why he's on my bad list. How do you guys feel about Troy?
Ooh. So, okay, I didn't maybe but did he disrespect her on a different, I'm assuming this was on the cruise show, right? Or was
Oh
this
no, this was season 3 or 4. It had to be
okay.
4 with the season with Jatwan in Berlin when they were on that reunion and they were all about to fight, all that stuff.
Oh,
And then Mama Twist came
okay.
on a live with Oliver and was explaining the situation. Like Troy was trying to fight
Mhm.
her. And I was like, you don't do that with nobody, mama.
Ooh. Yeah, yeah, that's crazy.
But I don't know Troy's side though. We don't know Troy's side.
True. I mean, I feel like Troy is kind of a key, especially last season, because I said he was kind of giving unstable teas, no shade. Just Jekyll and Hyde teas, Princess and Big Dog, But
Oh my goodness.
I feel like I feel like Troy, if somebody could go, it could be Troy, just because I feel like Troy seems over it. Like I feel like in the scenes he's just kind of there, and he's not really giving like personality, or every scene he's in, he's like defending himself, or he's just like, girl, like I'm over it. Like, so I don't know. I feel like Troy could go. It's not really giving like, you know, anything interesting to me. What about you, Troy?
My goodness. Not too dragging Troy, they ain't gonna call me Troy. I mean, I know you call me. I mean, you have no other name to call me by, but I feel the same way. Like, I feel like I don't know. Tag doesn't really bring much to the show.
Mhm.
I mean, he's shady, but everybody's shady. Like, I don't. Other than like him hosting events and stuff like that,
Mhm.
I kind of don't know what like Tag has going on like outside of like like the show. Like Dom was like, oh, I got my dog rooming, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. With Tag, it's like he's either hosting or he's in like drama. So like
True.
outside of the drama, I really don't know much about Tag. So I feel like he
Troy.
can go.
Yeah.
Especially I feel like since he's been on the show with like this is his 3rd or 4th season.
Mhm.
And like I said just a few moments ago, Tonka being like a newbie, he's literally coming in and just kind of taking over the spot or taking the spot from like a veteran like Tag. So my opinion, Tag
Mhm.
can go.
But do you think
Okay.
Troy is there for his good looks? Because he is very handsome. So do you think he
Yeah,
could be on the cast because he's a
Yeah,
yeah,
very handsome man?
yeah.
I
I
could
definitely
see that.
eye
He's
candy.
definitely giving eye candy, and I feel like that might also be why everybody has a problem with him. No shade. I mean,
Mm.
he does seem he does seem a
Oh.
little like emotionally detached. Like when Jay Twan was talking to him, he was like, "Girl, I don't know what the fuck you talking about. I'm gonna just sip this drink." like, like I don't give a fuck about what you talking about. I'm just gonna sip on this drink. But I do think he is cute, and people do have an issue with him, so I can see why he's there. Um, but yeah, also I just want to highlight a couple comments real quick. Shout out to Blue Devil Babe. Thank you for
Yes,
being
thank you for
here.
being
Also I'm changing our profile pic because everybody's profile pic is just giving. Like
here. Yes.
I need to
Okay.
we need to step ours up. Uh, also, hey Chandria, thank you for being here.
Yes, newbies to
Yes,
the channel. Thank you for being here.
yes.
Oh yeah, I'm
Yes.
gonna drop down so another caller can come. Thank you guys.
Oh,
No,
thank you for being here. Have a
have a
good
good weekend,
day.
Ray.
You too. Bye guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Yes, that was nice. She led better than I did. She said, "What do y'all think about this? What do y'all think about that?" I just take some tips from you, Serenity.
Yes.
Like, but yeah. Pickens says she's wearing the Mean Girls hand-me-downs. You could say yes. So it's like I feel like Seven is almost like she wants to be in the clique, and I feel like she wants to be liked so bad that like the battles that like the people that she aligns with, they become her battles. Like their battles become her battles, and she starts to like try to, you know, get into business that doesn't belong to her. And it's just like,
Mhm.
girl, like you're secure, you're on the show, you're working, you're with the Rue girls. Like I don't see why you feel like you have to do so much to
Right.
try to be liked.
And that's what confuses me about like a lot of the cast members on Chasing. Like
Mhm.
they have like their interesting personalities. Like Drew is an amazing performer. I feel like Kane is like really, really handsome and
Mhm.
like he has like the sex line like going on. I feel like they have so much other stuff going on that makes them interesting, but they feel like they choose drama for a storyline. And it's like,
Yeah.
what well, Drew, why not just focus on like, getting on Drag Race and your performances and your showcase? That would make you more likable, and
Right.
that would just be like a better storyline for you instead of like worried about drama. So it's just crazy to me that people will always want to take the drama route to be interesting, especially when they're already an interesting personality, and instead of
Yeah.
just being authentic and their natural selves and just being likable that way.
Right. I feel like the best seasons are the seasons where things start off amiable, like everybody's cool because like realistically, if I don't know you or if I haven't really like met you and been around you, I'm not gonna really have beef with you. Like I know internet, like people have internet shit, but like I
Mhm.
just feel like it makes sense to start off like everybody's having fun, everybody's chilling, and then like as time goes on, we get into it because we all have big personalities, we all have, we all are trying to like make shit work for ourselves. So like then it makes sense to like get into it. But they start off beefing. And I know this isn't the first season, so they all know each other, but like I don't know. The drama just seems very forced, and it's like I don't like when people try to produce themselves. Let the producers
Right.
do that. So they're both grown. She knew what she was getting into. Ooh, wait. Did I miss something? Hold on. She reminds me of Maple. You know how it can be too much even in small concentrations. Wait.
We talk about Seven. We might.
Oh, yeah, I feel like she's cool, but yeah, like in small doses. I feel like when she gets around certain people, she's the type to where like when she gets around certain people, she acts a different way.
Mm-hmm.
Like when she's around, like if it's just me and her, like we chilling. But when somebody else come around, now you want to act brand new, or now you want to be shady, and when you weren't acting like that before. So kind of gives Philo vibes. Sorry, not to harp on Seven because I know people, really don't like her. I wonder how the Drag Race girls are gonna take her because they do not take kindly to the no shade the black queens that are the villains. Like they yeah they do not like them. So I wonder how I wonder would she be a villain on that show, and I wonder like how the fans would receive her. Um
Mm, I mean, I like Seven. Don't get me wrong, but if like I always say this, if you're gonna be a villain, you gotta kind of be more just own it. Because Cassidy kind
yeah,
of tutor up that last sit down. So
true. Yeah, you
Don't be a
can't be.
villain. You
You
gotta
gotta
be
learn how to
quick.
read.
Yeah,
Child.
you gotta be quick with
Gotta learn how to read. Gotta be quicker than that.
it.
But yes. The previous seasons might be carrying Troy because I feel like so many people have attachments to him. So
Hmm.
I feel like it's just like I got beef with you from last season or a season before, and now I'm talking about it now for some reason, even though we in the present, not in the past. But it is what it is. I think she Seven is very on the outside looking in. That's very true. It definitely gives. It also kind of gives like she was a fan of the show and like watched the show and like now she's on it. She's like, oh my god, this person, I gotta act like this. You know, she's not really chill about it. Um, but I will say, like in certain instances, I do kind of like Seven. I do like how I do like how talented she is, and I do like when she's around certain people, she's not so like follower esque, I guess you could say.
Hmm.
Um, the fake argument with Kane was too much. Yes, the fake argument was yeah. It's a lot of producing going on, and I don't know. That's giving. It's not giving what it's supposed to have gave. I want my money back. No.
Go
Oh
through
my
all that
god.
red.
Yes. I wonder will she get on Drag Race since she broke the golden rule? Don't tell people you're applying. That is also very true. I don't I don't know how that's gonna fare for her because I do feel like they do tend to choose queens that are quiet about their,
Mhm.
you don't really talk about it because that enhances the chances of people saying they know who's on the cast. So yeah, I probably wouldn't say nothing about it, but maybe she's trying to manifest it, I guess. I don't know. I agree. A very thirsty energy. It comes off it's a bit off-putting. I will I think once she gets comfortable with herself, she'll be amazing. Yeah. And I feel like that's a journey. And I feel like anybody can identify with that, becoming more comfortable with yourself, especially since she's made such a huge change in her identity. So I can definitely see her still trying to figure that out. So I got some room for Seven. I'm not too mad at her. Whoever said that she had distrustful shoulders, I think it was
My
that Scotty's
goodness.
live. Shout out to Scotty. But yeah, that's funny. Also a little problematic, but we gonna skirt past that. Yeah, I don't wanna
Jesus, not distrustful shoulders. My goodness.
Jesus. Yeah, I don't want to see the same split top for the 58th time either, but she does give a mostly entertaining, engaging show. Yeah, the split drop it's pretty common. But yeah, I mean, at least she's doing some moving and shaking on this show. Like I said, not a lot of people is doing shit, so it's just kind of like when somebody is doing something, it's like, okay, this is
Yes, I
something,
live for the jumping splits. Now, if
Yes,
she jumping off a bar, I don't know about that. But if she just jumping in the air, she gonna jump into a split. I'm for it. Drew, I'm speaking of
yes, 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 yes.
baby.
I feel like she has main character energy, but not in this cast. I would like to see her in a different cast. I wonder how what she would give.
I feel like Drew would be better suited for like the come up. Cause I feel like I feel like the youngest on the chasing cast or this
She
cast
is,
franchise. And
yes.
I feel like
Mhm,
everybody else kind of maybe like late 20s, early 30s, maybe mid 30s. No shit, because I'm in my mid 30s. But I feel like
mhm,
Drew would probably do better with people her age. I feel like she's kind of like looking up to like big brother, big sister, or like uncle and aunt. And she's kind of trying to
mhm.
fill shoes that I feel like are possibly too big for her to
I can
fill.
see that. Yeah.
So I feel like, yeah, like a come up or something like that, or I don't know, just some surrounding where she's around people her age. Because if I'm not mistaken, I feel like last season, Seven. I'm sorry, I have to stop calling her by her performing name. Seven said I think she was like early 20s or something like that, mid
I
20s.
think
But I just feel
so,
like she
something
should
like
be
that.
around past. Drew's older. Drew was older than y'all. My goodness.
Really? A lady never tells her age, but that's real interesting.
That
Some people,
is.
I'm just like, oh, you're this like even with Oliver, like no shade. I was like, Oliver's 27. I didn't know that. But he is accomplished. Like he has done a lot. So maybe that's more so where the age was coming for me. But I'm like, oh, I didn't know he was 27.
Child.
Older than us. Ooh, interesting.
Now,
Mhm.
when you say us, you say the whole cast or just a handful of y'all, or I ain't trying to be shady, but that just literally blew my mind. Like, I don't know
Mhm.
why I thought Drew was like the mid-20s. Because
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I don't know why I thought Seven was like mid-20s. Just, I
Mm.
guess, in front of the camera, she just comes across as kind of juvenile.
Definitely comes across. Yeah, that's another issue I have with her is that it's almost kind of giving like childish,
Mhm.
childlike, I guess you could say, like the way that she moves in the group. She doesn't move with security. She moves with like, I want you to like me and I want you to, I want to be that girl, but
Mhm.
you can't really like you got to just let it happen.
Yeah.
But
But again, like I always say, Wayne's the oldest.
I knew
That
that.
shade.
No shade, but I knew that.
The
I
fact
knew
that
he
he
was
put the
oldest.
Otis in the caps with the hearts and that shade Dom. Okay, I caught that. I ain't mad at it.
Wayne is the oldest. I don't know what's shadier, him saying that or me saying, "Well, I knew that." I knew he was older. Wayne does give like he's probably the oldest one in the group. No shade,
Yeah,
but
Wayne does give uncle energy.
yeah, and act the youngest sometimes. Very
Mhm.
true. Very true. You know. Um, she don't act like it. Well, somebody who shall not be. Oh no, it was Aaliyah. Age ain't nothing but a number to some
Child.
people.
Well, you
So
know who wrote that, so that ain't valid.
he wrote it. Damn
You,
it! I knew
you know who wrote that,
I
so that
wasn't
ain't
gonna
valid.
say because I'm like they made the song, but in my mind I was like, no, it was Aaliyah. But yes, they wrote it. Goddamn. So sorry.
My goodness.
Wayne is a unk. Yeah.
Um, and
Giving
he was
drunk
lucky
uncle
serving
vibes.
print at the pajama party or at the sex toy party.
Mm.
In the bathroom having that breakdown and the camera was doing nothing but just panning at his pajama
Pan
pants.
into
I
the
was like, is
phone.
this necessary?
The cameraman is very shady because if they pan onto if they zoom in on Twix ass one more time, I'm like, we get it. He got his body done. It
He got
looks
his
great.
body done. And it looks great. I was like, okay, camera, get a cameraman to raise.
Right?
Because he
Ass
was
on
just
in
catching
my
all
face.
the angles of that fatty, baby.
Right?
All the angles of that ass. My goodness.
Child, is the cameraman Q Oliver? That might be for you. Child, the way he on that ass.
It was also Tonka in a pool, like cradling
Yes. Cradling
Twist
the ass.
asses. Firmly grasp it with your hands, baby. That's what it was giving.
He was cradling that ass like a newborn baby. Child. I
I said,
said,
had all Twist weight
whoa.
on his bosom. I said, my
Yes.
goodness, baby.
The top view of the ass. Dom, if you're still in the building, can you tell us who's the youngest? I would love to know. I'm curious. I would think maybe Tag is probably the youngest. Or yeah, I would probably say Tag. I think he's like in his like early to mid 20s, I think.
I don't know why I thought Tag was like late 20s, like 26, 27. Well, I guess that's like mid
Hmm.
20s.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know who youngest is. Um I'm late now. Yes, damn, I think. You the first person to comment in the chat like y'all late as hell.
Yeah, late
I'm
as
late now,
hell.
yes.
Hey.
Oliver's the youngest at 27. Okay. Cute. Yes.
Okay.
Shout out to us being the same age. Nice.
Yes. Shout out to that. 27. Okay.
Yes. 27, a golden year. Not for me, but I'm just playing. I will watch the show with Tonka and Rico just hanging out or just being aunties. I would watch that show.
Mhm.
I will watch that show for sure because they just have the gift of gab. They're both really funny and interesting. Um, and Tonka has that like very like shady, laid back energy. Like he ain't gonna give you too much, and that's what I love about him. He's just very like, ciao. Like I don't. It is what it is. Like I like that about him.
Mhm.
I can do so without everything. I can so do without everything to do with Wayne. Honestly, why are so many people exhausting on this show? It's because they're dragging the same drama from like seasons ago. Like
Mhm.
the whole Wayne and Kendra situation has been happening for like literally since they got on the show. Like Wayne wants to be, himself, which I understand. Kendra wants a break. Like it's just like they're still talking about the same stuff and they haven't evolved in their relationship or their story on the show. So it just becomes exhausting. Wayne is acting a little nutty boo. He fighting Dom one day, then he you know, got his fingers in Rico cookie jar. Then he crying in the bathroom with Jay. It's just a lot going on. Like very nutty boo energy. No
Yes.
shade. Um, I thought everyone was late 20s, 30s. It seems to be the case, I guess. Yeah, late 20s, early 30s, I guess. But Tonka delivers fun shade. Yes, absolutely. Um, I want to know more about Wayne and We Were Born. Me too. We Were Born was on the show previously and they came back. It seems like they're just kind of bystanders at this point, like just delivering information and just being in scenes. They're not really giving their story.
Basically narrating the show.
Yes, a
Jacob from Bad Boys
narrating
Club
a
season,
person.
or Bad Boys Club Texas, if you will.
Well, they giving a little more than that, cause child, that was just the narration wasn't even given. But anyway, we show. But yes. Thank y'all for coming through. We appreciate it. I had a lot of fun keying with y'all. We might do
Yes.
afternoon lives. This was giving. I was here for it. But yeah, definitely let us know how y'all feel in the comments after this becomes a actual video on YouTube. And yeah, thank you for showing us love. Thank you for everybody that came through.
Yes.
Couple of cast members came through, so I appreciate y'all for that. And yeah, I look forward to keying with y'all next weekend.
Yes.
Yeah. So thank you to everybody that came through. Like I said, this has been Key and Carrie, where we key.
And we carry.
I'm Damon.
I'm Troy.
And we will see y'all in the next one.
Yes.
Peace.
Peace.
Have a good Saturday. Don't
Yes,
do
have a
too
good
much.
weekend.
Don't do nothing I wouldn't
Hey.
do. Don't do nothing. Don't do nothing King Kane wouldn't do. That's a lot of stuff. That's a lot of stuff you got. You got. So bye y'all. Peace.
Bye y'all. Have a good weekend.